Hello guys, hope you're doing good today. I'm Talix. Thank you for being there. Do you want to bite from the left or the right today for the first serving? Your choice. I hope you guys have a good day today. And like, the day today was pretty good for me. It was a tiring day, but at least I finally found what was bugging me at the work and all. And I had a lot of topic prepared, and I forgot them all. So, sometimes during the day, I just think about stuff. I'm like, hey, that could be cool to talk on stream or something else. And then I just forget to note it down or something, and I don't think about it anymore. And I come home and I prepare like dinner and stuff, and I'm like, what did I want to talk about again? And then I'm just lost. So we're not gonna do the small talk that much today. Like, I wanted to break from Yu-Gi-Oh a bit, so we're going for Cardfight Vanguard. It's a game that someone in the community showed to me. She showed me how it's played and all. I watched her stream and she helped me learn a bit. So I'm not the best player, but this game's pretty fun. I've got some gripes with the simulator, especially the deck editor, because I just hate how it's done. But has anyone in chat played this game before? Like, the deck editor is so bad. Like, why is it like this? It's the same as Shadowverse or something. But why can't I have, like, my deck on the side here and every card on the left or something in a scrollable down thing? Why does it need to be in a line here? So for the deck I played, the deck I know the most is probably gonna be Red Zorga at this point. I played this deck a lot. It's been a while since I played it, but this deck I like it a lot. It's really fun to play. Other than that, I tinkered a bit with some decks. I played a bit of Gravidia. I'm still not good at it. Hey, KitKat! Thank you for joining me. Hope your day's doing great. Yeah, I play a bit with Gravidia. I'm not good at it. It's like more control burn, like burst deck. It's weird. I like Bruce a lot. Bruce is fun to play. I play it more control-y. But today I don't think anyone in chat has the game, so I'm probably just gonna continue playing story mode. Hey Conquer, glad you could join me. Hope you're doing well. I wanted to get Tits working for today, but I didn't have time, so probably Sunday Tits gonna be working. I'll try to get Mix It Up working too on Sunday, and maybe have some more point stuff that we can do. Because I think that's what's lacking right now. We really need like point redeems and all. So how this game works is that there's a lot of stories. Like, this game is not free to play like Yu-Gi-Oh! But the thing is, you unlock every card. Work, have fun with stream. I hope your work's doing good. I hope it's not too much on you. So the story is not that important. Like, I think they're trying to make sure this guy overbooked his day, and they're trying to make sure no one finds out that he booked like 3 events in the same time. But like, it's mostly just for battle and all that you do that. The fights are pretty well built, like the AI is pretty good in this game. Sure, there's some like there's some cheating that happens with the AI to make it harder, but it's not that bad. It makes the fight interesting. There's some fights that are infuriating though. Like, sometimes they stack the triggers and all, and it can be tiring, but it's not that bad. So yeah, now everything that he promised is coming back to him. Don't overbook yourself, guys. Make sure that if you promise someone to be somewhere, don't promise someone else to be somewhere else at the same time. Or else you're gonna make people angry and all. So now, is there other free fights? No. So how this game works is that there's shop. You don't have all the cards unlocked, but you gain so much Vanguard point from playing it that you can unlock packs and all, and it's so free. Like, the game is not free, but every card in it can be obtained so easily that it's basically free for everything. So I like that a lot. Like, you don't need to spend money and all. Once you buy the game, you basically have everything. And I'm not gonna care too much about the story. I'm gonna go into the battle straight away. A battle between women and men, and we're gonna win it. It seemed like such a trivial matter. The story is not the... Like, usually in games like these, they make the stories about, like, oh, card games are gonna rule the world and they're so important and all. But this doesn't care about, like, it's just people playing card games. It's refreshing and all. So I know she's playing some sort of swarm deck, I think. But I probably want to go back to my Zorga baby to see how it goes. Like, it's been a while since I played this game. And there's the rock, paper, scissors. Let's try this. Let's go. Winning the coin toss, the rock, paper, scissors is so important in this. So, for those that don't know, there's card in Vanguard. There's a all different kind of card. So, there's grade in the top of the card that makes it so grade 0. You start at grade 0, the first turn you get to grade 1, and then grade 2, and then grade 3. And you can play cards on the side that are the same grade as your Vanguard, which is the card in the center. So a grade 0 can be played at any time, but grade 0 usually are triggers, which are what's there on the top left, and their effect that happens when you reveal them from the top of the deck. So now I got triple trigger in my hand. I want to keep this because I need the order, which are basically spells in this game. And then there's the perfect guard. This is pretty good. I might need it against her, so I'm gonna keep it. But I'm gonna send back the triggers into the deck because I don't want to draw them. I want to reveal them when I attack. So we're gonna send those. We got a pretty good end. Drew a trigger again, which is pretty bad. But now we're on grade 1, and to ride the card, we go from our right deck, which is to the right here. And then we take the grade 1, which is here. And we discard a card to use it. So the card we want to discard is an order here, probably, because we got a lot of stuff and we can get the order back afterward. Or do we want to discard? Yeah, we're going to discard an order because we can get it back later on. So we're going to use the effect, which needs us to have another order. We draw 2 cards and discard an order here. So this, draw 2. And we want to keep this one, probably discarding this one. It's the least important one. And now we don't have much, so we just pass. The game is slower at the start. That's one of the different things with Vanguard. Like, the game slowly ramps up. Yeah, the first player can attack, the second player can attack and all. But it's slowly building up compared to Yu-Gi-Oh! Where everything is explosive right from the start. So now she's gonna check. She didn't pull any trigger. And it's gonna deal damage to me. And I'm gonna check. So I didn't get a trigger to, and the card's damage is here. You need 6 damage to lose the game. So it's 6 versus yours, and now I write a card again. It's so bad, I drew every trigger I have. So we're gonna send a trigger to the grave. I want to keep my order. So I'm gonna add back this. And now I probably want to do a double drive because I need to find something. So I'm gonna send this here because I need to discard something to play an order. This order makes it so I double check a drive. Like, I get drive +1. You know, when she attacks, she revealed the top card. Now I'm gonna reveal 2 cards because I got drive +1. So I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna attack with this. Try to get some damage in. It's really a pain that I got triple trigger in my opening end. But we got another one. So the critical trigger makes it so I deal 1 more damage. I'm gonna deal 2 damage here instead of 1. So that speeds up the game real fast. That's a third of her HP if she doesn't get healing trigger. So first up, no trigger. That's pretty good. Second check. No trigger either. So we're in pretty good shape right now. We got a lot of defense. We got a play next turn. We need our dragon though. It's a shame we didn't get any. So it's getting a scale. I don't know what it's doing. I usually don't read that much of what the cards do here because they're not that scary. I'm probably gonna block the first one so that the other one I can just let pass. The first one's gonna be the easier one to block. So just like that, block the damage. I just pick a card. There's a defense value here, so you can use the shield value to block a card. And the game is not that complicated, but it can be kind of intimidating at first. A front trigger, good thing I blocked early, so it's gonna boost all our front line by 10,000. And now, heal trigger is pretty good, but I don't get the heal right now, which is a shame. I get the power of 10,000, but because I'm less damage than her, I cannot get the healing thing to send a card from my damage pile to the other one. I can take 3 damage, that's fine. This game is all about like managing damage, and I hate to get all my triggers now though. Like I really need to save my triggers. I have 2 crit trigger left in the deck. I almost have nothing left. This is a pretty good draw. I really need this. We're probably gonna get rid of this one, I would say. We need to go on the offense now. So now that I'm grade 3, I can do a double drive. And I'm gonna go for a triple drive here. So I want to add back... Probably if I do this and then I send the other spell. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna call the dog. The dog is gonna allow me to send a card from deck to grave. So I'm gonna send this one because I need more cards in the grave. So this one lets me mill. Now I use this ability, detaching this, and discarding probably a perfect guard at this point because I'm gonna not be able to use both of them like to the best of my ability, I feel. And I'm gonna add back this one because I want the triple drive at this point. I don't want to deal damage necessarily, I want the triple drive. So I'm gonna Alchemagic with this, confirm here, discard this, use a counter blast. Sorry if I'm not that good at explaining this. I'm not that used yet to like the game and all. So now I want to call another dog probably. And I don't think I don't want to use that. So don't resolve this. Now I've got one dragon set up for next turn. So that's pretty okay. That's what I wanted. So now we can go battle phase. We're gonna punch first with the side character. Get a damage. And the music in this game is very good. So now we got a triple check with this one. So this should do pretty good. Even though we don't have that much. Yeah, she needs to perfect guard because I can do a lot of damage here. So first check, nothing. Second check, nothing. I don't expect much because I've seen most of my triggers. But a critical trigger, I can give it to this one, which didn't attack yet. This one is perfected, so it cannot hit anyway. Like, even if I boost it to infinity, it's not gonna hit. And now with this one, she needs to block 2. With 2 blocks at least. Or this one, which gives 5k more. So she's fine for now, but she used a lot of her hand. And the game is basically a back and forth like that. You make your opponent use their hand, you use your hand, and it's a back and forth to who runs out of resources first. And who can pump out the bigger number. So she's gonna attack first. I'm gonna let the first one go. It's fine, she's got a double check because it's a grade 3. Oh, the grade 4 is scary. So next turn, she's gonna be able to ride onto our grade 3. So that's pretty scary, to be honest. Damage check. Over trigger, that's so good. Like, now she cannot hit me at all. It saved me so much damage this turn. Like, she can boost all she wants, but she's only gonna be able to deal with my rear guard right now. And she's using every counter blast she has. Like, the AI's not that smart right now. Sure, you can deal with my rear guard. I don't really care. No Gardo. So now we're in the ride phase and we got another, it's called personal ride what I'm gonna do. So you ride the same grade as the one you had and you draw a card. And every front row unit gets 10k damage more. So now I want to use Alchemagic, discarding this. Confirm, sending... Probably the perfect guard again, but at this point, maybe this one. Sending this. And I want to get back... it's gonna get discarded anyway. I don't want to get this back because I'm gonna use it. I want to get back probably this. So now I want to use... I have Alchemagic. I probably want to play this guy so I get the Counterblast from -1. And now I can do this here, play this one, Alchemagic with this, and discard. Those two I don't usually use, but I think I'm gonna discard this one. Counterblast 1. Oh, I don't need to Counterblast because I played this guy. So now I get a card to call. And I get a dragon in the grave. So I probably want to call one of the dogs. But at this point, this one might be better. Because it's gonna get 5k more. So probably this one here, it's getting 15k. And I'm gonna get the dragon now. Because I Alchemagic this turn. So this, I'm going for the big turn now. This deck is basically a graveyard deck. And it's getting an extra critical, so it's an extra scary monster, this one. Do I want to go for more? I know she's running low on defenses in our hand, so... Maybe I can play this one. Then I can guard. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. So go end phase. I'm gonna punch with the main monster first. I never know, that's the one thing I need to learn about this game, like the attack order and everything. Yeah, she's gonna perfect guard, that's fine. So that's... I'm pretty sure she has only at least one shield. Nothing more. The crit trigger is big here. Like, it's crazy big. Another personal ride for next turn. That's crazy. And a dragon. This drive was so good. And we might even kill this turn. Like, we use this effect, it goes into the soul. And then we give power to this one to make it harder to guard against. And now we punch here. And yeah, no guard. So this means she probably doesn't have anything to guard against. So we probably won there. Unless she pulls a lot of heal trigger. Which can happen. Some bots have a cheat that lets them pull more heal trigger when they're low on life. So this could have happened. Now this... Oh, she's got a huge shield. So okay, she's surviving this turn. But she's only got one card. It's a Persona Ride. We know about this. So this is a bit scary, but we're so tanky right now. Yeah, she's got a rank 4. But she's not going to be able to do much. Like, that's pretty much her turn. So first attack. It's going to boost here. I'm going to intercept with this one because I want to get rid of it anyway. So I'm guarding the first attack with the easiest thing. Now she's probably gonna hit with this. Oh no, with this one. Do I want to guard this then? I kind of do. I want to guard the easier one to guard. So this here. To guard. And then another one. Now if I do this. Unless she gets over trigger, I should be fine. Do I guard this one? Probably. I'm not going to be able to guard the other one easily. So this here. And if I survive this turn, she's pretty much dead next turn. So this one I'm gonna perfect. Just to make sure there's no like triple crit that happens or over trigger or something. So I'm gonna send this because I need all the other cards I have in my hand. And now we're gonna see what she gets. Okay, so I'm not dead at least. There's no way I'm dead. This is not a shield, so nothing here is scary. Yeah, we win next turn. Okay, so we can just let the other hit pass and we're fine. This can punch through, no problem, take the damage. And now we can call final turn, gives more point. It's nothing but flashy thing. So we're gonna ride here, another personal ride. It's crazy. And now we wanna use this, sending this to the grave, sending this, adding ourselves something back to our hand. We cannot use this one because we don't have another. We can use this, which is probably the best, but we don't got much to combo with. Choose up your opponent, choose one of their regard and retires it. You choose one up to one card from your drop with the same grade as the retired unit. And this is choose any player's regard, retire it, choose up to one card with the same grade as that card from your drop and call it to rear if this is part of Alchemy Magic. 2 instead of 1 to call. Probably, I'd say I add this to my end and then I use... Do I want to keep this one? Probably. I'm gonna call this. Then I play this here. Alchemy Magic with this. Sending this because I want to get rid of my dragon if I can. It's gonna come back anyway. So this here, paying this for cost. Paying a lot of for cost, but that's fine. And now flipping this, detaching this, adding cards, soul charging. Unit to retire, probably retiring the front rows. Ugh. And now I can call this. Oh no, I've got a dragon, but that's fine. I'm gonna call those two here and here. Confirm. They're not gonna do much, but now I get my dragon back. Call him here, getting a huge boost and a critical. And then I get the other one right here, getting a huge boost too and a critical too. And now I'm pretty much set to punch in. She shouldn't have much defense, so I'm gonna punch with the weaker one first. Yeah, she's gonna perfect guard, so she had one still. But that should be our last line of defense. I think she's got a 2, so she's got like 10k shields that she can do. Yeah, that's a 5k, that's everything she has. So next hit should hit, and with a double critical, it's pretty much GG at this point. So this should be it. With a double crit. She's got a draw trigger, but doesn't matter. I'll need double heal saved her here. So first win of the night. Let's go. And you see I got like 4k Vanguard point, which was pretty good. I'm sorry. Charging forward with your head up high is more your style. You didn't want to make me or Mireille sad. Your Vanguard told me that, so I forgive you. It was a great fight anyway, but next time I'll have you all day. You'd better be ready. Of course, could ask nothing better. Okay, this is like the side story at this point, because the main story is already done. That's fine. So now it's the main versus. I always do the free fight first. Like, in every RPG I play, be it card game or something else, I always do the off fight before the main fight. Gotta get all the content out. And now I'm probably gonna play... I know she plays Gravidia, this one. I could play my first deck I ever played. Like, I like this deck a lot. It's simple, it's strong. Let's hope I remember how to play it. I'm gonna win one day. Let's go. I knew I could still keep the same thing. So, same thing, I don't want the trigger in hand, but the rest can stay. We need an arm, to be honest. So, she's got a D skill. Curious what it is. We're gonna ride this, and we can send the arm to the grave, because we're gonna get it back next ride. So this here, this is gonna Soul Blast. Soul Blast sending one card from the soul, adding myself the shield at this point, because I've got the other side of the arm. And first turn we're gonna pass. We don't want to overcome it. And drawing double ill trigger is such a pain. Like those things you want in the deck. But my luck with card game is always bad, so it's just stupid. I always get the bad cards and stuff. So she's gonna set an order, soul charge, sorry. And then punch in. I'm gonna let this go because I need some damage done to use my card. A critical trigger is bad, but at the same time, them getting it early is pretty good because they won't trigger later on. And now, but this deck that she's playing is pretty scary. A draw trigger is amazing. This is a bad though. Like, I want this in my end, not in the damage zone. So I'm gonna ride here, sending probably this to the grave. Or maybe the sword at this point. Like, I'm gonna need shield against. Hey, Crispy Bacon. Glad you could join me. Hope you're doing good. I'm guessing you're a Vanguard player if you found my stream, right? So now we get this. I'm just doing the story right now. I'm really not the best Vanguard player. Like, I got introduced with Deer Day. I saw the game go, like, pass by when it was coming out and all, but I wasn't that interested, and there was no card shop that was like selling these cards. There still isn't. I looked around my neighborhood and there still isn't a single card shop that plays Vanguard and all, so I've got no way to play it IRL, but online it's pretty fun. Now I'm doing the story just to get back into it. It's been a while since I played this game, so just being able to like get used to the game and all, and just learn deck. I don't have the best knowledge of the game. I still make a lot of mistakes, but I'm having fun playing it. What's the deck you like to play the most? We're gonna go to battle here, just punch a bit, try to get some lucky trigger. Like, my main deck for me is definitely Zorga. I love Zorga from the start of everything. Perfect Guard is amazing in the damage zone. Like, I usually am a Yu-Gi-Oh player, and every grave strat in Yu-Gi-Oh is what I like, so Zorga being kind of a graveyard strategy, but based around like spells and all, is so fun for me. Now I probably want to make it 1 to pass, so that at least I don't get critted again, because the last crit was kind of scary. Yeah, I wanted at least the draw trigger isn't that bad. Like, it's 1 to pass, so she cannot hit with this. I'm gonna take 1 damage. 1 damage is not that bad. Take the attack. Okay, for anyone in chat that plays this, what are your favorite deck? The over trigger is such a pain here. I didn't want to draw this. Like, I don't want to check this, but at least it's a draw. I got all my perfect guard right now. And now we can ride for this. Probably sending this to the grave. Draconic Overload the end. I've heard it's pretty good. I should check it out one day. I haven't tried it out. Like, I've tried... Right now, this was the first deck I ever played. It was a starter deck I started with, and I upgraded it as I went along. And then I played Zorga, I played Bruce, I played Chaos mostly. But other than that, I didn't play as much other deck right now. I really need to start playing more decks. So we're gonna play this one. I just like how the field gets wide each time I play an arm. Like the field just gets larger and larger. So we're gonna use our skill, getting ourselves. Yeah, it's so slow, but I'm usually a control player, so having to wait for this is not that bad for me. We're probably gonna get this one because it's the most attack. We didn't have any Trick Moon yet, so it's pretty bad. But now we can at least play the shield, doing this. Yeah, Prison I've heard about. I haven't tried it yet. I've got a shiny card for Prison too. I don't think I want to use... Do I want to use Bav's effect? Because it's Soul Blast 2. I'm gonna have another Soul Blast 2 next turn. I could try to go for it. It's scary though. Because if this unit is armed, you can Soul Blast 2, retire all your opponent fronts and rear guard. Front rear guard, and this unit gets one critical. Is the critical that relevant? Probably. At this point, it doesn't cost much. Yeah, the Great 4 is nuts. That's what I heard. I need to, like, try it one day. I just haven't taken the time to play it, like, to just build a deck around it. I need to get... There's a friend of mine that introduced me to Vanguard. And she's the one... She played Prison a bit. So I could ask her to, like, make me a deck. Yudbert too. Yudbert is the one that does a lot of attack, right? It's like a Stoichia thing, I think? Unless I'm mistaken. So when this is placed in rear guard, perform all the following. Left arm, Counterblast 2, choose a green one. The thing is, I don't have any other grade. But I kind of want to push damage. But at the same time, do I need to? I'm not going to be able to push much. Oh, this is such a pain. And I need to keep those in end because she's going to get our, like, Meteorite turn. And I know the AI is going to blast the... It's the knight from Keter and Rival Dress. You're thinking of Flagbird. Oh, yeah. The Berg and Berk. It got me confused. Yeah, they're big robot dinosaur. Like, I would like this, but I think... It's not the best right now. I'm just gonna hold. And then I punch. At this point, I should have moved this up. So, a critical trigger is pretty good. Triple crit on this. This is gonna hurt. The Ketter's the thing that tries to hit with grade 3, right? Boost with grade 3 and all. And everything's a grade 3. If I remember correctly. Like, I'm trying to slowly learn the archetype. I find it way easier because the text is cleaner, the Soul Charge and Soul Blast is easy to understand. Like, I come from a Yu-Gi-Oh background, so... A good formulated thing like that is easy to understand for me, compared to the essays of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I don't need to read as much of the card to just at least understand what they do. My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck is Vampire for sure. Like, every graveyard strat is what I love the most. So, everything that deals with the graveyard, I like Fluffles a lot too, but I'm gonna say Vampires, even though they're bricky, they're not the best, they're probably Rogue tier at best, it's probably Vampire. Hey, Bunny Lizard and Notu, glad you could join me. I hope your day's going good. But Chris, what is your... I'm guessing if you ask this, you know about Yu-Gi-Oh a bit too. What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck? Yeah, she fires off the big turn. She's gonna retire this, which is fine. Now she used 5. It's been a long time. How's it going? Yeah, it's really been that long. Have you done anything interesting since then? Like, I'm slowly getting used to Twitch and the integration and all. I don't want to use this here. Jury Wheeler deck on Monster. I've got 3 I could choose as my favorite. Lightsworn, Metalphos, and Sword Soul. All good choices. I remember Lightsworn when I first started getting more serious about Yu-Gi-Oh! They were so oppressive. Like crazy oppressive with Judgment Dragon and all. It was such a pain to deal with. Now they're more roguish, but still fun to play. Little hydration check, chat. But actually I'm just a sucker for Elemental Hero deck. Oh, you're a hero player. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Lizard. Like, I haven't done much since last time, but I'm working on the background for the stream and all. Like, I'm working on getting TITS working, like the Twitch integrated throwing system. I just need to do the redeem right now. I'm working on making Mix It Up work so people can redeem Edpats or something else. I'm working on getting another model. And thanks for the follow, Chris. I hope you enjoy your stay here. I'm working on getting another model, like one that's fully mine. This one is kind of, you pay for it, but it's not exclusive. So I kind of want one that's really, really mine. And setting up for karaoke too, because I promised chat karaoke for 80 follower, and I still haven't done it. I'm kind of slow on that. So because she used our big ability, I'm gonna perfect guard. Maybe perfect guard a second time too if I need to, because it's gonna hurt. If she gets some triggers, it's gonna hurt a lot. Yeah, just like that. Because it's a double trigger, so it's gonna be huge. So this is gonna be a 30,000 that deals 3 critical for now. Let's hope she doesn't get another one. Okay, so I can at least not use my perfect on this one. But the question is it better to... I can shield for this. Yeah, I can just shield and trigger to protect this. So, shield here. And then I guard with one of those. Probably this one, because those two are useful if I want to recharge my soul. So like that, I protect the attack. So I block the big turn, and now... That's the thing, the bot doesn't understand. Gravidia usually wants to wait to use their big turn. You don't want to blow your load as soon as you can, because you're gonna run out of resources. You want to thin your deck so it's mostly triggers, so you get a big turn with all triggers happening. And now we're gonna Persona Ride. Persona Ride! I just like the finish of this game. And the field gets wide again. So this one is... If your Vanguard has one arm, Counterblast one, choose an arm, call... card from your end or drop and arm it to your Vanguard during your turn. Like, we can play this. We're not gonna use the other effect. This one, all our dude needs Counterblast, which is kind of sad because we kind of want our Counterblast, but we're just gonna go for damage. Hey, Kana, glad you could join me. I hope you're doing good. This guy could be good, but we really need some damage up, and we don't want to use too much. Like, we're just gonna punch with those two, not use the effect right now, because I don't need to. I can probably do this, but I prefer to keep them as defense. And we're gonna go to battle phase. But yeah, I know there's some streamer fan here in chat. Do you guys plan to go on to TwitchCon in Las Vegas this year? I kind of want to. I'm still unsure how I'm gonna do it, but I never went to Vegas, and I kind of want to go to a con. I never went really to a con with anyone or else. I just never went to a con because I never had incentive, but now that I'm streaming it all, TwitchCon could be so fun. Oh, the overtrigger is bad, but at least it's on the defense turn. So now I cannot hit anymore, but I can at least read the rear guard. Oh, Persona Ride could be scary. She's gonna get a whole bunch of Meteor back. So now 2 more. She's gonna draw a card and Soul Charge. And now she can do another big scary 5 turn. So that's pretty scary. I should be able to survive with double perfect guard though, so I'm not that scared. But I kind of want to let some hits it. I cannot let the Vanguard because if she gets a lot of crits, she's gonna just kill me. But I hope she doesn't get that much trigger, so I can just let the other one punch so I can use my dude. Oh, I didn't want to use that. Misclick. I wanted to keep that for the other one, but that's fine, that's fine. We shouldn't be in too much trouble for this. I'm gonna send the arm because I don't really need it right now. And we got so much defense in, and she shouldn't be able to pass through if she needs to. Like, a heal is fine. It's just healing. The double heal is kind of a pain though. It's gonna make the fight longer. But she's probably gonna deck herself out if she continues. Like, that's an actual win con at this point if she decks out. She's got 9 cards, she's using 2 each time she attacks. And she's soul charging every time. So I think in 2 or 3 turns I win by deck out. This could have been good to draw though. A little person ride. I would like a Trick Moon, please, game. Like, a Trick Moon would be appreciated. This here I could do... Like, I haven't seen a single Trick Moon since the start of the game. That's so sad. I'm probably gonna just call both of those and go on the offensive this time. I've got way more than I need to, so this... Use the effect. Get myself... Counter blast this. Getting... Is there one that adds to the soul here? Not really. So I think I'm just gonna go for the one with the most damage. So this one probably... This one can boost too, but I have no way to add them back to the end. So I'm gonna go for this right here. And just going for damage at this point. No real need to... So it's getting more power. And then no need to use the effect. I'm gonna just punch in. So always punch with the weaker one. That's what I saw from people doing. But she's got a whole hand, so she's gonna be able to guard a lot. But I just want to use our resources. So this here. She's not guarding. So a drive check. A draw trigger is amazing. This here. Getting myself more power and another card. So that's a 5k shield. This is fine at this point, the armament, because I don't have that much damage. I want Trick Moon, but I can't get it. This is so good to rip off our deck. Like, no personal ride, but she's probably got one right now. No guard? Does she really have only Meteor in her hand? That's probably what she has. A crit trigger is amazing here. It's a wasted one. So she's got 7 cards. If she plays a Meteor, she can soul charge one, so she's at 5. This here is fine. She's gonna soul charge, so she's at 5. And then she's gonna soul charge another one, or is she not soul charging? Hey, the AI is smart. The AI is smart. Not soul charging if it doesn't need to. So now she's got the big turn again. But we just need to survive this one and we're fine. Like, if we can survive this one, we're Gucci at this point. Because she shouldn't be able to get that much Meteor anymore. So we don't want to activate this thing. And then we're gonna perfect guard again for the big hit and hope she doesn't get that much trigger. Because each of our unit is dealing double crit at this point, which is really scary. Another heal. But she can only heal once because of the... Oh no, she can't because we're even. So she healed for 4 this game. That's such a pain. a perfect guard, so I'm not getting through. No way I'm getting through this. So this is 2. I'm not gonna activate. I want to take the damage, get to 5, and prevent her from healing anymore. And the other one I'm gonna guard with the shield. Because I need Counterblast to be able to do stuff. A draw trigger is amazing. So I'm not even gonna need to use the shield. And another one, a heal trigger. Amazing. So getting rid of one of those here. So now we're at 4. She's at 4 cards in our deck, so she can attack twice with her Vanguard now. And we have nothing to ride, but we're not getting through this turn. But at least we can do a lot of damage. Yeah, this is... this can look as confusing, but it's not that bad. Card art goes hard though. Yeah, the card arts are amazing. Like, do you want to see one thing that's amazing with this? This card is made to go with the armament and all. So they made it so the armaments art are the extension of the card. Like, look at this. The wings extending and all, so when you put them side by side, it's just a full art. It's amazing. But it's really a pain that I haven't seen a single Trick Moon at this point. I really need a Trick Moon in this deck. Like, that's the main part of the deck. So I'm gonna use that to remove the big tube monster on the top. Those are destroyed, get a crit. And then I'm gonna play... at this point, does it really matter if I play something? I could just play this because I can. And it's not a big shield and can intercept if I want to. But hey, Crook, thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing good today. And do I really want to call something? No, I don't want to call anything. I'm gonna keep my stuff open. I've got a lot of trigger, but I need kind of other cards. So I'm gonna punch. She's gonna guard probably. No guard. She wants damage, I guess. This is fine, but where are my Trick Moons? Please, game! I've got 4 of those. Like, I really want the Trick Moons. Crit is amazing here. Like, removing our trigger is what we want. We're not gonna be able to punch in with this one, but that's fine. Now she cannot attack with our Vanguard, because she's gonna deck out if she does. So we pretty much won this game. Like, she loses in 2 turns, and she cannot use her main ability. Still fixing thing on my shit project at work, but next week we're gonna be all fine. That's good to hear. I was able to fix a big problem at work. Wait, did she just kill herself? Like, there's no way she survived this. Like, she's gonna reveal a whole bunch. She's gonna reveal one singular card and then deck out. Because deck out is instant in this game. Like, whoop, and win. Yeah. She had so much advantage, but our deck, if she blasts everything every turn, she's gonna just run out. And we're playing against AI right now. Alas, you're not half bad, you know. But yeah, I can explain a bit how the card game works for those that have never played it. So, I'm new to the game too, so please don't expect me to be the best at this. But how it works is that a card has grades and all. So, how it works is there's grade 0, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and some grade 4s. Not all decks have grade 4s, but mostly the basic one are grade 0 to 3. You start at 0 for the first time, and you ride a card each turn to increase the grade. When you play cards on the side of your main card, they need to be the grade of your Vanguard, which is the main card in the center zone of your play area. They need to be the same grade or lower. So if you're grade 1 at this time, you cannot play grade 2 or grade 3 cards from your end. And after that, there's like some effects here, like grade 3 can all personal ride, so you can ride another grade 3 over them to get boost. And there's the effect after that. I'm not gonna go over the effect necessarily, but like there's some effect. There's Counter Blast, which is damage. You flip 1 damage, and then there's the Soul, which is the cards under your card. But basically, how it works is that you've got a deck with some triggers. You can see them at the bottom here. You've got 16 triggers. And each trigger does something when you attack or get attacked. So critical trigger makes it so you gain... Every trigger makes it so you gain 10,000 attack on a unit of your choice. But if you pull them on attack declaration, you can get critical, which is 1 more damage. You can get front, which is every unit in the front row gain 10,000 damage. You can get heal, which is if you have less damage than more damage than your opponent, you can heal 1 damage. And you get over trigger here, which is the big trigger that gives 1,000,000 damage. It's like I really don't like over trigger in this game. Like, it's so psyche and all. So I'm not a fan. Oh, I could play this, but I'm probably gonna go to Chaos next. I really want to just try every deck in this, because that's not a free game, but the good part about this game... Yeah, trigger is an RNG. The thing is, some decks plays around stacking triggers, like you make sure the top of your deck is trigger, other decks just doesn't care and all. It's like every time you attack with a grade 2 or lower Vanguard, you reveal the top card of your deck. And if it's a trigger, you do the effect of the trigger. If it's not, you just add it to your hand. And when you take damage, you reveal the card. And if it's a trigger, you do the effect. I'm gonna try to explain during the next match. So now we got... I'm gonna play Chaos this time. I really like Chaos. Chaos is such a fun deck. It's all one-ofs almost, because I need 13 different names in my soul to do stuff. And always go for Scissor. Even if I lose, it's the right choice. I should have listened to you. So on the starting draw, I don't want this, I don't want this. Probably I could keep this. Place on rearguard. This is a later game one. I don't want the trigger. I'm gonna keep this one because it can be good, and I've got duplicates of this in my deck, so I don't want like have all of them in my decks. So I got the unicorn, which is pretty fun. And now we're grade 0 right now, like you see. She went first, so she gets grade 1 first, but she cannot battle first turn. So now I get to grade 1. And how it works is that you got the right deck. Like if we check the board, we got the right deck here, which is 3 cards. It's the grade 1, 2, and 3. So you don't need to draw your grade 1, 2, and 3. If your deck is running grade 4 though, you need to draw them at this point. So it's basically... Grade 4s are stronger, but they run the risk of you never drawing them and all. And now to ride, you select the card and then you discard the card from your hand. So right now, I probably want to discard one of the shield, because I kind of need the other for juice. And because I went second, most of the grade 0 makes it so when you ride over them, if you went second, you draw a card. It's kind of to balance the disadvantage of going second. And now I don't got much to do this turn, so I'm probably just gonna go battle. You're not as explosive as other card game. You slowly build up and you get there. So now a draw trigger. You saw I attacked, I pulled a draw trigger. So the draw trigger makes it so I can add power to my unit and then I can draw a card. How it works is that if it meets, it's beat. I know you play D&D, Crook, so it's the same as D&D. If you meet the value of the opponent, you beat their value and you deal damage. So I would have dealt damage anyway here, because I'm 8k, they're 8k, so I would have dealt damage, but so the damage doesn't matter, but the draw trigger makes it so I draw another card, which is very good. Now she got a heal trigger. It doesn't do anything because she didn't have any damage here, but if she had... she would have been able to heal a damage. And now she's riding to grade 2. And it's a small squirrel. It's so cute. Like, the arts in this game is amazing. I love it so much. And now she's calling another card and going on the offensive. Yeah, when you take damage, you reveal the top card and the card goes to the damage zone. But if it has a trigger, you can activate the trigger. So if you take like the damage... Sometimes it's good to let damage go through first, So if you get triggers, you get more power, so it's harder for your opponent to hit you. So it's like a thing of how many triggers left in your deck, how do you expect your opponent, like she got a draw trigger, so it's this unit's gonna be harder to block now, and she's gonna draw a card, and now I'm gonna check. No trigger here, so this is gonna go to my damage zone, and each time you see the little stars here on the card. This means how much damage a unit does if the unit hits. So it's 1 critical right now. So if this unit hits, it's dealing 1 damage to me, which is pretty much fine at this point. Like, I kind of want to let this hit, get 2 counter blasts. Like, the damage is the resources in this game. You don't really want to stay at 0 damage. And you saw I just got a crit trigger. It's pretty bad at this point because it doesn't do much and it's a wasted trigger. So I gained the power, but he doesn't have anything else to attack me with, so it's not doing much. But it's pretty good still. Now we're gonna ride this, sending this one because it doesn't do much once we have it in the end. We're on grade 2. This is gonna trigger. I never remember what this one does. We reveal this. This is gonna be put under. We soul charge one. We're not that fast with soul charging right now, which is kind of a shame. But we can still wait. We're a slow deck, so we probably want to next turn we play this, send this to the soul, use the effect, soul charge 2, play this. So next turn is gonna be our big turn. So now we just go battle and punch again. Try to get some trigger or something from the drive check. A crit trigger is pretty good. It's 2 damage. So now we're gonna be able to get her to 3 damage, but it's not gonna matter for now. So here, 1 damage, and if she gets a crit here, it's pretty good. Over trigger is amazing. Like, that's a big thing, and it's out of the game now. Sure, she didn't take the damage, but now I don't have to worry about the over trigger anymore. So that's the grade 3 coming down. The effect is use. She's revealing a card, calling it. She's calling another one, and now she can attack a whole bunch, which is pretty scary. I'm probably gonna block this. If I do this, I get enough for her to need to get a 2 to pass, so she's probably not gonna boost her unit. Like, each boost is 10,000, so making it 18 against 30 makes it so she needs to get 2 trigger to pass over my guard. So it's unlikely that she's gonna be able to do it, so by doing that I don't need to use 2 cards to do it. And now she uses the effect, making it so our back row can attack. Yeah, this is boosted and now this can attack. And with this, it's pretty weak. But I think I'm gonna block this one, because even though it's weak, it's the easier one to block. Like, this needs, at 25k needs 2 cards to block most of the time, while this one only needs 1. So it's all about card economy and trying to keep your hand big compared to your opponent. This one I'm gonna let go, because if I get any trigger, I can maybe use it. So no trigger, sadly. So this is gonna go to the damage zone. I'm gonna end the turn at 4 damage, because I'm not gonna block this one either. So now I'm taking the damage. A draw trigger is pretty good. Like, the power doesn't matter, but another card in it. Oh, I didn't want to draw that though. That's my over trigger. I want to pull this. So this here, we're gonna send... Oh, this is a big turn. Okay, I can play this turn. So we're sending this to the grave. Writing this, using the effect. Now we're soul charging, drawing a card. We're gonna start by playing this here. And now we're gonna use our effect, so it makes it so every time we soul charge, we're gonna soul charge twice this turn. So it's gonna be crazy. We're gonna build up our souls so fast. So this guy here, playing him, soul charging 1. So we're gonna soul charge 2. And he's gonna boost himself twice, so he's gaining 5k each time he's boosted. So this again. Then we're gonna play the Great Tree here. Right there. Using the effect, place this in the soul. And with this, we can use the Unicorn effect, activate ability of this one. I'm gonna start by this, confirm, and sending this. We can block with those two, and then we're at 2 cards, which is pretty good. But probably gonna send this one to the grave, because the perfect guards are always good. So we saw those 3. I want to probably add the... I want to check the boards, check the soul. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With no duplicate. So right now, this could probably go... Choose a card from his soul, put it in Jiren, and soul charge 1. This could be good to summon. Like, want to add to our hand the perfect guard. Want to call this one, ear, and want to use the ability. We got 9 cards, so we can counterblast 1. And then pay for cost. We're probably gonna send the perfect guard at this point because we don't really need it. And we're gonna add to my hand. This girl is pretty good. But do I want to add shield to my hand? Probably. So this here, double charge, getting boost here. So we're doing a huge turn right now. It's not going to be enough to kill, but it's going to do a whole lot of damage. And now we got 10 cards, so not enough to punch through that much. But it was still a good turn. We're going to go battle. And I need to be careful of how many cards I have in my deck. So we're going to start by punching here, like that. Boosting it. I didn't get any of my good Great Tree that can attack twice a turn. So 1 damage, that's pretty good. And now the big monster. This one, and because I've got more than 7, I think, I can use the ability. 8. I've got more than 8 unique name on his soul, so now this unit is getting a boost of 10,000 power. If I get 13 unique name under him, I can do 10,000 to every unit around. And that's amazing trigger. Like, those are the unit I want to draw. So a damage, that's pretty good. And now we're gonna put her at 5. So she's gonna need to... She's gonna be pretty low. It's gonna be a bit scary, but we got defense, so we should be enough. A Great Tree is pretty good. So that's a personal ride less, but she probably has one. We're gonna see here. Yeah, she's personal rides. So now our front line is getting 10,000 more damage. And she's gonna go for the big turn on her turn. And I don't have as much defense as I want. I've got stuff to block, but she can attack with all our unit. So this one, if I do this, it's 1 to pass. I'm probably gonna over-trigger this one. So a 50k shield, just to make sure, see the trigger she gets. Nothing, please nothing again. A draw trigger, that could be bad. So we need to survive this turn. We can only take 1 hit. And now 1 unit and all the unit in the back row can attack. So we got a lot of attacks. We might be dead here, to be honest. So we're gonna guard this. That's 1 down. We need 4 more to guard. And we got 2 guards with a 5 key here and a 5 key here. This can intercept. So 1 more guarded. Confirm. And we should be able to live because we got 2 perfect guards. This here. We're gonna... This is not enough, so we need to perfect this. Right here, right now. And now we're gonna send this girl. Perfect guard. And we need to perfect guard another one. And let the last one hit. I'm gonna let this one hit. Because if I get a trigger, there's nothing that can help that much. But a draw trigger could help. Okay, so now we need to perfect guard the next one if we don't want to lose. Sadly, reducing our offensive a bit, but that's fine. We should be good, I hope. So now we block everything. And it's 5-on-5 damage. But she's got a huge end. That's what scares me. So I'm gonna call final turn, because if I don't kill her this turn, I'm dead. Like, I need to kill her this turn. Personal ride. That's pretty good. Now we get a draw. We can do this to start with. Counterblast 1. Discarding this. And I'm going all out. No defense this turn. And now we get those 3. We want to add to my hand this. Call this here. Getting a soul charge. And we're gonna maybe be at 13 unique soul. Let's hope it's 13 unique name. I kinda need to. This here. This here. And now, how many names do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And they're all unique too. That's amazing. Like, there's no duplicate unless I'm seeing wrong. We completely got a good RNG on this. So with 13 names, I'm just gonna read it again. If your soul has 13 or more card with different name, choose all of your regard instead. So now, once we attack with the main dude, we're gonna be able to boost everything, which is amazing. So we played this guy. We do not want to use the ability because it's not doing much. And now we go battle phase. We punch first with this guy, do not boost. Because this guy stands up. So double guard, that's fine. We want to make sure you use resources. And then we punch with this guy. We can boost here. And it's going to be a huge hit. This right like that. Using this guy's effect, standing up. And then we use this guy's effect with 13 ability. And everything's getting a huge boost. So that's a perfect guard, I expect. She probably has a lot of perfect guard, to be honest. So I might be dead here. I'm gonna shoot my shot, but I'm scared, to be honest. She's got such a big end. This here. And then this. There's no way she cannot guard all of those. Another perfect, and let me guess, she's got another perfect in end. Yeah, I think I lose this. Because if I can't punch through this turn, I'm dead. Like, no way I can live the next turn. Oh, no guard. We might be good. Please, no heal. Oh, we did it. Oh, that was so close. If she got a heal there, she was winning. But it has a thing with Chaos. It's fun to play, but it's so RNG based that you can lose anytime. I can't believe I lost. And we got a card, that's fine. And I'm still doing the story because I kind of want to complete every story before I go to online and start messing around with online plays. I'm not a huge online player for these. Lied to me by the best person I wanted to lie, and I will forgive you for this. So right now, the quarrel that they have is that this guy overbooked himself and promised 3 people to be with them at the same time. So now they're all pissed at him. We could try this deck. Change it up a bit. I don't remember how this deck plays. I know it's like dress and all. So we're gonna see if I remember how to play this deck. Get rid of this. This I want to keep. Choose one with overdress from your draw. Put it over your hand if your Vanguard is... This is pretty good, but I think I want to change it. I kind of want my... Like, I know it's not common to use this one, but I usually struggle to get my Trick Star. Like you saw with the other one, I didn't have a Trick Moon for the old game. So by doing this, at least I make sure that I have a Trick Star at one point. So stand and draw, get this one, discard. Probably this, to be honest. And now I go battle, no need to overcome it for the first turn. And she's getting a small boost, not gonna matter. A Trick Star is pretty good. So now we can overdress with it. But I'm not sure if I want to overdress right now. I might want to wait a bit. I'm a patient player in this game. It sometimes bites me back, but I like to outgrind people. So this here, battle phase. I'm gonna let this one through. Let's hope she doesn't get a crit. Over trigger, that's even worse. So now she can stand again, and I'm gonna take a whole bunch of damage here. So damage check, a crit trigger that can help me with the main hit. But this one's hitting for sure, unless I perfect guard, and I don't really want to. So Vanguard again. At this point, do I want to guard this? No, I don't believe she's gonna get another trigger. Yeah, just like that. So I don't take damage from this one. The over trigger is a pain, but it wasn't the worst over trigger she could have gotten. So no guard here. This is gonna do 2 damage. This is a pain to lose, but not that bad. Another Trick Star. I'm probably gonna get rid of one of those at this point, because I've got ways to get them back. So this effect, there's no valid target anymore, because all the Trick Stars that I have are in my end. It's such a pain. It was an unfortunate event. So it's overdress, start attack a Vanguard, this unit get 10,000. I could go for some damage at this point. If I do this into this next turn, you may overhit calling if this unit is in the overdress state. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Trick Star. Then you take out the opponent's card control, or it's a deck always a measuring contest. There's control deck. Like, there's deck that controls the board. Like, my deck right now is not a deck that controls that much. Like, it's more an aggressive one. But there's deck that are really good at just making sure your opponent has no card. Prison especially. So this here... And we're gonna punch here first. She's gonna double guard. I can show you a deck that controls more after this. So we're gonna punch here. Now because it's overdress, it's gonna get a boost. And I don't want to use any of those. I don't want to retire his unit yet. I could have taken 2 cards out to remove his unit to the side, but it's not doing much. So another damage, that's fine. So now it's the scary turn, the turn with triple, the great tree coming out. So she's got the spear, getting a trick moon too. Yeah, that's a really scary turn. Like, I might be losing this one because of our draw. Like the shield. Now she can destroy my front row. She gets an extra crit. Yeah, I don't see myself winning this one. She opened crazy. Now she got this. She can summon another grade 1 if she wants to. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, her hand was amazing. I'm gonna guard this one because I kind of need to. It's the easier one to guard. So this one I have no way of guarding. This one's gonna boost to infinity. Yeah, that's a 48,000 attack. If I perfect guard, I can block it, but at this point I'm losing all the way to defend myself. And now I don't have a trick star, and then all of my trick stars are either in the grave or something, so I might just lose straight up. Like, I'm out of resources, I didn't draw good this turn. This is gonna be rough. The grade 4, that's fine. I kinda need a miracle at this point. No guard. I'm gonna be on 5 damage on turn 3. Over trigger at this point. It's so late. Like, it's such a bad over trigger. Yeah, everything went wrong this game. I think I lose here. Depending on my draw, maybe. Yeah, I can't do much. Like, I can do... sending this to the grave, writing this, using this effect, paying the trick star for cost. Then there's no valid target anymore. I don't remember what this does. So now I want to use this one. Gets me a trick star, right? I'll disunit. Permanent drop and call it. So I'm gonna discard a perfect guard at this point. Getting myself a trick star to call here. And then I'm gonna overdress here to get myself the effect. Counter blasting one, getting myself a draw 2, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, draw 2. And then I cannot overdress this one, but I can overdress this one. So overdressing over this. And then I'm just gonna hope it's enough. Like, I don't have anything else. Probably punching the rear guard at this point. And all your units with overdress get more attack. I don't really want to use that. A crit trigger could be good. This, confirm. So it's a huge unit, but she can make 23, so it's 1 to block another crit. Like, at least I got defense for next turn with all those triggers. And I might get to my grade 4, which I have in hand already. So this is dead. Now, do I want to go with triple crit? I kind of want to go for the offense. If this unit is overdressed, counter blast 1, this unit get 15k. I'm gonna use this. Try to hope she doesn't have perfect guard. She probably does, but if she doesn't, this is a huge hit to guard. And it's 4 critical. Yeah, she had a perfect guard, so it's not gonna go through. So this is gonna trigger, sending everything under it to the graveyard. And now we need to survive. Personal right to, yeah, we're dead. There's no reason we live here. She can use the effect, get rid of this. And then... if it's only that, I live, but yeah, no, she has another unit. So this here, I need to guard. I can do this to guard, but I have nothing to guard everything. Like, I can guard there. Perfect guard, sending the other guy, and then I've got 20k shield. I need to perfect guard this. Hope she doesn't have a trigger in our drive check. So this perfect guard, and then sending this grade. The grade 2 here. And now I've got 20k shield. No check. Nice for the first one. And for the second one, no check. But it's a perfect guard, so she's gonna outgrind us probably. Like, we're not gonna be able to kill her next turn, and now we're running low on resources. So we need to use both of those to guard this. And then we pray. Pray for me, chat. Pray for me. Turn endo. And then we write this. But that's pretty much our turn. We're gonna use the ability, pay for costs, but it's not gonna do much. Like, we get, I think, a Trick Moon back. Select the unit to call. Like, we can get a Trick Moon. Ooh, it's so scary. Look at that. And we deal what damage? And she gets a trigger. Yeah, I'm gonna surrender this one. I don't have any juice anymore. Please, game, let me surrender. And we're gonna play a different deck this time. This was an unfortunate match, but it's card game. It happens. That's what makes the game fun from time to time, the randomness of it. So we're gonna skip this, and now we're gonna play the more control-y deck. Like, this one is pretty control-y, depending on what you play it, how you play it. So right here, winning the rock, paper, scissors. We don't want these, not want these, we want one of these, don't want this, and probably not this, so this is pretty okay. So now drawing, I don't really want this, so I'm gonna send one of those to the grave. Getting this guy, using this guy's effect, adding myself a field spell. It's kind of a field spell, it's not called that, but it acts like one. So I'm gonna play this, use the effect Soul Charge 1. Soul Charge is taking a card from your deck and putting it under your Vanguard. And now we're gonna end turn. And our goal is to build a lot of Meteorite here, so we can use it once we get to grade 3. So she's getting the shield, typical play. She probably has the spear already. I'm gonna take this one, let's hope for no crit this time. Critical for sure, always crit on the first damage. Because why not? And now we're taking 2 instead of 1, that's kinda scary. Heal trigger on the first check too, so we don't get the heal, that's such a pain. So we got triple heal gun now. This is such a bad starting end. Like, the game wants to punish me for some reason right now. Drawing, getting this. Another trigger. I don't want to draw my trigger. I want them to be in the deck. I'm not going to be able to do anything if this continues. So set this order. Use this effect. Getting a shadow. This is not from the main ride line of this deck, but it's helping. So this, giving power to this makes it so he needs a bit more to be able to punch through. And now it's on grade 2. Power more set order, this unit gets 5 and 5. So I'm gonna call this because I want to go for damage at this point. She pressured me, I'm gonna pressure her back. So punch. Yeah, punch here first. See what she has. No guard, that's expected. Damage check. A draw trigger. For sure, why not? Just get all your triggers when you want. This game sometimes just doesn't like me. So let's hope. Another shield too. So she's really scared of this hitting. And no drive, so this can punch through. Maybe it's not gonna. But this is an unfortunate match for now. Another guard, so she's using a lot of cards just to not take damage. That's kind of weird. Usually at the start of the game, you're more than willing to take damage. Because you want counter blast. Now she's getting back her shield. She can play this, play this. Using this right now is pretty good because she doesn't get the other effect. I'm not gonna guard this, hoping for a trigger on this. No trigger, that's pretty bad. I wanted that on in my end. I think I'm gonna guard this one just to make sure she doesn't get a crit and like does a crazy amount of damage. A Trick Moon is scary. She's gonna have a big damage boost for next turn. I'm gonna let this one go. I kinda need to keep my end size a bit. And now we're gonna hope we get something. A heal trigger is pretty good. So now we can heal a damage. We would like to heal this one, the red one, but we need to heal the one that's not counter blasted. So we're at 3, she's at 1. That's okay. Getting another trigger is such a pain. I almost got all my triggers at this point. Like, I'm just gonna lose if this continues. Because I need triggers when I use my effect. This ear effect. Place this, because I need both of those. Now both these effects are gonna soul charge one and draw one. Soul charge, draw. And this, I'm gonna soul charge two, and it's probably gonna be the last soul charge I do. And draw one. So now I'm gonna play another meteor. I'm not gonna soul charge. Oh, yeah. I use the ability because it's mandatory. I do not use this effect. And what does this one do again? When this unit boosted it, choose to from your drop, put them in the bottom of your deck in any order, and if you put 2 cards, retire your unit and draw a card. So this can recycle me card, but for now I don't really need to. I'm just gonna punch with those. So battle phase. If I do just one, I think I'm just gonna use one meteorite there. Because I'm not ready to do the big turn yet. So we counterblast 1. We do just 1. So we get rid of a meteorite and then we get a boost. We resolve this one, which allows us to remove a unit. So we're going to remove the more problematic one. She's not going to guard this. And we get double drive. So this and yeah, good thing we didn't use the big one yet. But we kind of need to get stuff right now. A draw trigger too. Because why not? She got every trigger she needed on the... So now I can't even punch through. So I'm just gonna punch a rear guard and... Pray she doesn't have the craziest hand ever. Our luck was crazy this game. I'm getting stacked by the AI at this point. So she's gonna ride, that's expected. Now, does she have the double arm? Yes, she does. Because why not? So this, she's gonna use this effect. Soul charge, calling the Trick Moon. Counter charging one. Using the effect, getting the shield. Yeah, that's the expected stuff. Then she's gonna retire both my unit, which is a pain. She's got a Great Tree, another Trick Moon. Yeah, her hand was crazy. I don't think I'm winning this. Because, like, Trick Moon just boosts for 20,000 each time. So I cannot guard this, and I'm probably dead. A drive check here doesn't really matter. And another trigger, yeah. I'm just gonna surrender this one. Like, the game stacked me so hard. The over trigger on top of that. Like, just say you want me to lose, game. Like, that was just stupid. The over trigger made it so our unit restands, so she could do another round of attack with this, get another drive check, and just punch me to death. Are we gonna get stuck here for a bit? Let's hope that. Let's go rock this time. No, I lost. So we don't want this, we probably don't want this, we don't want this. We got a personal ride this time. The end is a bit better. It's scary that we go second though. A Trick Moon in the starting end is scary. So this, adding the shield to be expected. And now my turn, getting this is such a pain. That's the worst draw I could have gotten. Oh, the game hates me. So getting rid of this, because this I could have searched, but now there's no target for this. Like, I can do this, and... Oh no, there's no valid target anymore, because I drew it for turn. Oh, this game hates me. Now we're gonna play this. Do this soul charge one. And now we're gonna go battle. Punch here. No guard. A front figure when we don't have frontline unit is so good. So we deal at least 1 damage. but we're not doing good right now. We don't have that good of a hand. We can play this next turn and go on a bit of the offensive, but it's gonna be scary. Got another unit, punch here. I'm gonna let it go. Let it go, let it go. And she got a personal ride. How am I winning this? So this is fine. Punch here. I'm gonna let this one go through too. And now this here is fine. I don't really care about losing this card. And now we want to ride this one, sending... We don't need both of those, to be honest. So this here. Now we're gonna play this card. I never remember this card's name. Eclipse Moonlight. So we're gonna get a shadow right here, so it can attack, and we're gonna do this thing, boosting probably himself this time. So now we're gonna go... We don't want to call this because she's gonna retire our unit next turn. So we're gonna do this, punch here. She's not gonna guard, see if we get triggers. No triggers this time. And we're gonna punch the rear guard this time. I don't think we want to push for that much damage. We want to damage control at this point. So this is gonna go. Let's hope she doesn't have that much in our hand. And now let's see. I got a perfect. I've got a big card, but I know she's got a Trick Moon with those two. At least she doesn't have the right arm. So now she can only call one arm. So she doesn't have double harm. Oh, that's pretty tame for a turn. So Trick Moon's boosting by 5,000, 10,000. This is boosting by 10 more thousand. I'm probably gonna let this one through and hope for no crit. Like, it's kind of praying at this point. It's not... It doesn't feel good. But at least no crit. Another Trick Moon is so scary. Remember when I played this deck? I didn't draw a single Trick Moon. But she has double each game. This game hates me. 1 damage, that's fine. Turn N. Draw. Get this. We kind of want this. This can probably go. And now we want to use this effect. We can set 2 Meteor from the deck straight up. So we want 2 of those. So we can draw with those. Use this effect. Getting the Soul Charge and the Draw effect because we use straight from deck. This one I'm gonna Soul Charge and draw 2. And now we want to do... Play this. Resolve the ability, but don't use the Soul Charge. Do not Soul Charge this time. And do I even want to play into or retire? Because this thing, choose a meteorite from your draw, put it into your order zone. During your turn, retire, this unit get 5,000, so drop. We don't have Meteor right now, so we don't really want to play that threat yet. And we want to keep those in end because they're 10k defense. So we're gonna just go battle. Punch with this. Use the effect. Counter blast 1. Just use 1 this time. I just want to get rid of the Trick Moon a bit to make it harder for her to use her stuff. So each time a meteorite go to the graveyard, I can retire a unit. That's how this deck works. So a front trigger is pretty good. It's gonna make it so this right unit is harder to hit. And another drive check. This is getting me another meteor. Pew! Oh, that is so good. A Trick Moon in the damage zone. This is gonna make it harder. Now there's a guard, that's fine. A Persona ride is scary, but I think we knew she had a Persona. So now she got the shield. She can use the effect, getting rid of my unit. Getting the Trick Moon. Trick Moon's gonna counter charge. Using Bath Saga, getting rid of my token. That's why I didn't play a unit. She's getting a crit. Now she's hitting for only 1. So that's not as scary. I can double guard with those 2 probably and be fine. But that's still a 58,000 damage healer. That's so scary. Like, I'm gonna perfect guard this just because I'm scared. This here. Then I'm gonna get rid of probably this at this point. It's the least guarding amount. A draw trigger, so she's getting another card. That's kind of a pain. Then another drive check, a crit trigger. That's pretty good though. We avoided a crit with the perfect guard. So this could have been bad if we guarded for 1 to pass. Like if we only made it a bit over 10k to pass, she could have passed over. So now we want to ride this with a personal ride of our own. And now we use the effect again. And this time I'm gonna get both of those. They don't trigger when I use the ability, but I want to go for the big turn this turn. So I want to do summon this, use the effect, soul charge this here, confirm, sending the meteor to the grave, and then setting a meteor, triggering the meteor, not using the effect to soul charge because my deck's pretty good right now. There should be a lot of triggers on top of my deck. And do I even want to... I'm probably gonna call this because I go for the big damage this turn. And now main phase, and a main phase we're gonna hit with this one. And we're gonna trigger the effect. Counter blasting this. And now it's where the UI is such a pain. So we go... I need to go with the arrow here. This, and this. So we're gonna get 5. With 5 removed, we get double trigger. So if we get triggers, we're gonna get a whole bunch of stuff. But it's a big if. So this is removed, and we need to resolve those. We don't have a choice at this point. They're not doing anything, but we need to resolve them anyway. And now she's got a perfect guard. That's to be expected. We saw it before. She probably has another one, to be honest. Please, some check. Please. And for sure we don't get a check. We still have a way to do another big turn next turn. But at the same time, it's gonna be hard right now. Like, she's got her big turn again. She can still do the charge. If she got a personal ride, it's gonna be scary. This here... This deck is pretty RNG based too. Like, I don't have much control over what the trigger happens. And if I draw all my triggers, I'm just kinda doomed. So she's using the skill again, retiring both my unit, that's fine. I kinda want them because I don't have much unit left. But at least she's there. She's getting 20k? Yeah, so this is 28, that's gonna be 33. I'm gonna do 2 cards just to make sure she cannot pass through. The other one's gonna pass through for sure. But, oh, she got a personal ride. We might be dead there. So this. And then this one's gonna attack. I'm gonna let it through because I need 1 counter charge. And let's hope I draw something useful. No guard. And let's see what I get. What's on the top? This is pretty fine because I don't really want to draw that. And now what do I draw? We don't want to write anything. And we didn't get our over trigger. It's not in the soul, right? Yeah, over trigger is still in the deck, so I think I'm gonna go for it because I kind of need to at this point. So I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna go. But at the same time, do I really get anything from doing the 5-1 here? Because if she's got a perfect guard, I just punch into air. I'm gonna do this, and just go for 1 instead. I'm gonna go against my judgment and just go for 1. Because it's more likely than not that she has defense. So with this, I want to get rid of the Trick Moon if I can. Those are the scarier one. Like, they're only 5k. Yeah, she had a perfect guard, so it didn't even matter if I got the over trigger. So this is a pretty good one for next turn. A front trigger, that's defense, so this is gonna help us. And now next turn I'm blowing my load. Like, I'm making sure everything goes next turn and praying for the best. We saw double perfect, I think. Oh, yeah, we knew the person right, so 1 perfect. Yeah, double perfect. So this is calling another Trick Moon back. Yeah. And let's hope we survive this turn. We can take 1 hit. She cannot use Bav's effect anymore. So we're gonna guard this like that. We need to let 1 of them hit. So I should have probably let this hit because I knew she couldn't get a crit. Now if she gets a crit here, that's kind of stinky. Scale Atsuda. So Trick Moon. Now I need to guard this one. I got a big shield, but it's gonna cost a lot of card. So this is how much? That's 52,000. This is 68. Do I believe she could get? So I'm gonna put everything here, hoping she doesn't get a crit. If she gets a crit, I'm dead. So no crit here, that's fine. And no crit. Okay, so we might be good. Did she get a... Wait, did she get a perfect guard again? I didn't look, but I think she might have. Oh wait, we might be dead there. We still need... Yeah, because of the sword, we need a heal trigger here. And we almost got all of them. So I think we're dead. Oh, heal trigger at the last second! We're just better. We're just too good. Oh, that was so clutch. So now we don't want to ride. So we end phase. And I'm going to call final turn. Because if I don't kill her this turn, I'm dead. So end turn. Now we're going to call this. Use the effect. Soul Blasting, probably this one. And getting this back into the zone. We don't want to soul charge with this. So do not use. We want to play this. And now we got 5. So we can do the big turn again. We just need to be able to hit once with a big turn. So enter battle phase. We punch here. We do the effect, blow everything, yeah, this, and now this. So this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if I do the math right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're good with that. This is gonna get an extra crit too. So this here, we're gonna get rid of all our field. So getting rid of this. Triggering this, getting rid of the other one. Then triggering this, getting rid of the last unit. So that's what I said about a more control-y deck. Like this one, make sure you don't have board presence and all. And she's got... It's not a perfect. If we get over trigger, we win here. Oh, double heal. That's pretty good. I can heal here. And at this point, like this is 38. Yeah, I can punch through with this. So this here, because the triggered twice. So it's gonna be 48. So here, and if we get the over trigger, that's just overkill at this point. A crit trigger, yeah, that's overkill. We want the crit to go here, the power to go here, and we're gonna punch for a 4 crit hit. And she needs to survive. She needs triple heal or another trigger here. No, that's that way. No, that's this way. Yeah, crit and power here. So we got a huge unit coming up and a unit with 4 crit that's hitting right now. So it's pretty much over unless RNG favors her. So 1, and is she gonna get triple heal? No, so we won. Let's go. And with this, so I think for now, I might just switch back a bit to Yu-Gi-Oh! I still have some stuff to do. It was a fun time, but the thing is, it's story and all. I like to play this game in small portion to not tire myself. So I think I'm gonna just take a small break, change the game to Yu-Gi-Oh! And we're gonna go on for another hour probably. And then we're gonna raid out, so if you guys want to stretch out, grab a snack and everything, I'm gonna be back in a small bit just with some Yu-Gi-Ohs to end the stream. So see you guys then. we're back. And we're back with some Yu-Gi-Oh! I moved my desktop a bit, just so I can move a bit, or else I get kind of sleepy later on. So let's see what we got there. Some missions for logging in. And then there's an event. I'm probably gonna pull for Unicorn again, just to try to see if I can get it. Gonna move the mic up a bit. Sorry, 1 sec. Right there. So now we want to go for the secret pack, this one, because we got 26 days to get the unicorn. And I really want the unicorn. So pray for me, chat. 1 UR only. That's kind of a pain. And it's gonna be a crawler. I know it already. So now this, here. Please, please. No luck as of yet. I'm on maybe 50 pulls of this to just get a single unicorn. I'm kind of getting desperate at this point. I would hope there was a pity timer, and this is outside of the pack. Because why not? Nice. I might play Mutant one day. This seems like a fun archetype. But that's not what I want right now. Please, game. Please. So this. Ice Queen. Phoenix again. I've got way more than I need. Gotta be special. When this card, the face of card you control is destroyed and set to graveyard, and you add a target to your end. This is so bad. This is a horrible card. This is a miserable card, to be honest. And Herald of Arclight, that's a classic. Not the best pull right now. I still pray that I get the unicorn, but I'm getting so sad each time I open a pack. I got every other URs like in multiples of this pack, but not the unicorn. Nothing. I think the next one's a guaranteed UR. Oh no, it might be the next one after. But it might be outside of the pack, that's a problem. A Jacobolin. He came back, the boys here. And then UR, please, please, please. Game, I beg you. Inside the pack at least. And this, I don't really care. Oh, maybe. I don't need this one. I don't need this one either. Game, please. Like, it's giving me every UR except unicorn. It's such a pain. So right here. There's a Pegasus, which is kind of similar to unicorn, but that's not what I want. And final pack. Oh. And oh, it's such a cute card. Kill the baby. That's what Dino do. Well, that was a good pack, like rarity-wise, but I didn't get anything I wanted. And now we're gonna go... I think I'm gonna buy the battle pass at this point. Because I'm through what I needed to. So I kind of want the battle pass to get the Karibo. Where is it? Where is it? It's there. And I get my gems back anyway if I complete it. So that's fine. Battle pass to gold. Now we go dual pass. We go here. And we do receive all. So we got 500 gem. We used 700. We got 500 straight away. And a lot of gemmies and all. So that's pretty good. And now I think I'm gonna switch my deck up to... Do you guys want to see what ChatGPT made for me as a deck? I asked him first to... Can you make me a Yu-Gi-Oh deck based around vampires? And it made me this, without the tuners. And after that I asked, well, I don't have any tuner, can you add some tuners? And it added this. This could be playable. This is not good. But this could be a playable deck, to be honest. There's some floodgate in there. There's stuff I can do. There's some good synchros. Like, this is not bad. This is horrible. Like, I never want to do this one. But this is playable at least. But what I'm interested in is this. I want to get rid of the cherry. And at this point, do I even want Ghost Bell? I got this, I got Dark Ruler. I probably don't want Ghost Bell and I want this instead. So we're gonna try with this. Making the deck going second one and seeing where it leads us. We're gonna tweak it a bit. See if Vampire still doesn't like us or not. And oh yeah, new season started. Do we go for Diamond this season? We didn't reach it last season, but now we're at the start in Gold instead of start in Silver, so maybe. Grab myself an apple. I hope you guys have some stack where you are. And that's an okay end. Depends on the draw I get. And if the opponent plays anything. He's got a runic sleeve, so I'm kinda scared. Yeah, it's runic. It's not runic sprite, but it's probably sprite. Like Sprite Frog with... Yeah, Ronin Toden, that's the expected. Another Deep Sea. Maybe it's not Sprite, to be honest. Maybe it's just Frog. So another Deep Sea Diva. Now he can do... What is he gonna do? He's got the tuner, but it's probably to make Xyz too. Yeah, it's Sprite. It's Sprite Frog. So he's getting himself probably blue at this point, I would guess. With blue. I'm gonna put some music in the background. Because there's no Master Duel music right now, so let's see what we can put. Let's put some lo-fi. Is this a good one? It is pretty good. Can you guys hear it? No, I don't think you can, so let's go music, change it to this. And I'm gonna lower it a bit, but I'm not gonna lower it on my end. Like here. And I'm not really looking at what this guy's doing because I pretty much know what the M board's gonna be. It's gonna be like carrot, it's probably gonna be red. Like this, the rank just resetted, so it's gonna be full of sweaty decks in gold. He's got Ronin again, he can make another... We kinda need Dark Ruler at this point. We don't have that much plays right now. This here, making IP, that can make Unicorn. If he bounce my normal, I'm kinda screwed unless I draw something good. He's still going with the Ronin. Like, Ronin Toden is such a crazy card. And where is it going now? You can make a Xyz too at this point. Making Lambda? So he's got a Psyframe in the end, I'm guessing. Or maybe he's using Ronin, banishing a card, then adding a card? I'm a bit confused right now. He's got starter too. This guy's end was crazy. The Frudge into all the Sprite stuff. So he's got red. That's fine. I need a monster to stick on the board. Do, 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 do. Lo-fi is such a fun song. Like, it's such a fun type of music to listen to. So he doesn't have much right now, but our hand is not that good. Okay. So we can do Uni-Zombie. If you bounce this, I lose. Like, if you do IP now, I lose. Because I didn't draw anything I could use. He's thinking about it. Yeah, I lose. I needed Dark Ruler or anything. Like, Ghost was better here. Like, I don't have another normal that I can use. This is so unfortunate. If he's going into Unicorn, I just cannot do anything. He might not be able to kill me, but at this point I'm pretty sure he can. Oh, he's making Goddess. It's even worse. So now we pass and hope we don't die. And he's using Elf. He can get a blue or a carrot. Probably should have went for the blue, to be honest. And we're dead. This was a fun match. Didn't draw anything we needed. Like this guy, if he starts comboing off, he's got 3k, another 3k, he's got 1.5, he's almost at lethal. Yeah, no point hanging around here. We're gonna go next. And let's hope we don't break as much the next time. Like, we just need some playable card, not all our breaks in the opening end. Going second. Like, why do we draw double Dark Ruler? Do we really need double Dark Ruler no more? Do, do, do. And he's got... It's probably a stall bot, this one. I can't believe they're still around. Like, it's the starter deck because he's got 5 cards, he's not playing any cards, so he's probably waiting for me to surrender. And not doing anything. So we're gonna wait here a bit. So yeah, what do you guys have planned for the weekend? Like, do you guys plan to do anything? Do, do, do. Do, do, do. I've got a pretty packed weekend. Like, I've got a stream on Sunday for sure, but on Saturday I'm like meeting back with some of my family and all, like some old friends I haven't met in a while. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, and pass. Now, what do we want to play? This is another brick. We love drawing bricks in our hand. We're gonna go, probably Ghost is the most relevant here, so we go Ghost, sending Retainer. And then we add Grace. We can send Familiar. We do Familiar here. Get Grace into the grave. Summon the Familiar. Use the effect. And then we get Shadow Vampire. Then I probably want to punch, to be honest. Because I do 2k here. Or no, I can do more damage if I don't punch yet. So I do this, sending Ghost to the grave. Summoning the Retainer. Using Retainer effect. Getting myself the Counter Trap. Then I want to use Ghost effect. No, not yet. I gotta remember. I make Sucker first with those two. So I have something to revive with Sucker. So now I do Ghost. into tributing for Shadow Vampire. Tribute summoning, tributing this. Summoning the Shadow Vampire here, using the effect. Special summoning the Scarlet Scourge. Right here. Triggering Grace first, triggering Scourge second to get the Sucker. And with Sucker on the field, I'm gonna draw a card once Grace comes back, so that's a neat little combo that you can do. So this, getting Grace out. Now we can only attack with Scourge though, so we're not gonna be able to kill him this turn, but that's fine. We just punch with this. Then go main phase 2. Xyz into Beatrice with those two right here. Then Beatrice sends to the grave Grace, sending a Banshee to, like that. Oh yeah, I need to remove Chaos Hunter. I forgot this was in the deck. So this end phase, and now we put this on. And on the draw phase, I'm gonna use everything. Now I want to use this. Oh, I should have done the other way around. He's got something. And then we chain Beatrice. Yeah, I kind of goofed up a bit. So now we send Doom King. And we set the zombie world. So now we're set. We're gonna have Doom King. We're gonna have Domination. And we get a draw out of this, so... And this is a bot anyway. Like, I'm just practicing my combos at this point, but this is a bot for sure, so... We're not gonna lose this one. Like this, draw a card. Don't trigger the Grace, we don't need it. Don't trigger any of those. A Duster. Like, those are not the card I need for the next turn. End phase, yeah. And now we can just punch for game. Like, I'm not gonna bother doing stuff. I'm gonna put this back on auto so it stops asking me every time. And then we're switching this to attack, and just punching for game. Butts are kind of a shame, to be honest. Like, it's free win, yeah, but it's not satisfying win or anything. Like, I'm so tired of facing players that don't play the game. It's even worse in event. But we're slowly completing the battle pass with this. And slowly climbing back the rank. I forgot to remove Chaos Hunter. So going second. I might add back Super Poly to my deck. Not sure. This is a pretty good end. Like, this ends can go the places. By Fantastic Flan. Also, hi. I popped up Bandit. I hope you're doing good. How are you doing? So that's a Harpy deck. It's been a while since I've seen an Harpy deck. We're just vibing a bit. We're playing Cardfight Vanguard earlier, but I saw Vampire. I thought I'd drop in. Yeah, Vampires are my pet deck. Like, I love those guys so much. I know they're not that good, but my greatest achievement with them was that I went 5-3 in the MCS with them. But right now, they don't cooperate as much. Like, they don't want to... Like, I might need a new deck, because they want to break way more often than they need to right now. But that's fine. Like, I love the deck. What? I'm guessing you like vampires too, but do you like another deck or something? What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck? Like, for me, it's clearly vampire number one. Then there's all the graveyard synergies that I like. And then there's... what is it? What is it? There's the Fluffle. You play Ritual deck, but my number one pet deck is Nephthys, funny enough. Nice. I never played really any Ritual deck. I should get into it one time. Like, the mechanics I've played the least with in this game is probably gonna be Pendulum and Ritual. Like, every other one I've used to some extent. And now this one is a bounce back, right? When a spell, trap, card, or effect is activated, you can target one monster your opponent control or one Appy monster you control, return it to the end. That's fine. Rituals have a lot of great generic consistency. Nice thing about building ritual deck is that a lot of support is transferable between build. Yeah, that's true. And I'm so excited. Like, I know in the TCG they made a deck around around Big Burger, and I just love it so much. Like, burger support, I want to play that deck so much. Once it comes out in Master Duel, I'm playing this deck, you can be sure of it. Nouvelles are in the deck build pack. You subscribe for them, yeah. Like, I just want to play the funny burger card. I remember when people were using Drytron to play the burger. So we're gonna do Vampire Domain. We're gonna summon the Vampire Ghost with our extra summon. The back row are kind of scary, but it's RP, so I've got 2 starters, so it's fine probably. We do Ghost, we do the effect. We didn't draw another Vampire, which is kind of sad. But we can try to play. If they got... oh, this is pretty bad. It's just a negate. Until the end of this turn, negate any effects your opponent activate. That's such a pain. Like, let's just make it so your opponent cannot play the game. I love those cards. So now what can I do even? And you can play it from the hand too. So I guess I lose here? Like, I can make a 6, I guess. Yeah, Featherstorm. Like, I just hate that Konami, their way of making a deck quote-unquote viable is just to make broken card for them. Like, I can do this. And it's negate any monster effect your opponent activates, so I can't even use Unizombie. I can do this thing here right now to go into defense. Then if I send... do I have a 9 anymore? I don't think I do. No, I do not. So at least this one's gonna be able to revive next turn, so I think for now I just end and pray I don't die. Like, I love Master Duel, but the ban list is so bad. Like, there's so many cards that needs to go. This is not a fun card. I got a big stance on any floodgates. Like, I play Zombie World, and I would be more than likely that they made a Zombie World 2 that just only adds a typing to a card, and not the other thing. Oh, and he's gonna bounce it back anyway. So I guess I just die there to Featherstorm. I got 1 play next turn, and that's about it. Let's hope he doesn't have another Featherstorm. Because other than that, we're dead. So he's got another RP. Like, the way Konami gives older archetype a viable compatibility... I can't talk. A viable way into the meta is usually they give them a big skill drain or something and just say, well, have fun. At least RP doesn't kill. So now I can either go Unizombie. I probably want to start with this because it's gonna trigger his Cyber Slash Lady. Yes, like there's Featherstorm, and did you see the Mayakashi support they released? Like it's a dumb card. It just makes it so. Well, now you cannot summon any card, and I just tributed a card. So we're gonna send the Banshee, and we're gonna try and play a bit. Like it's not gonna be pretty. If they have a trap playable, we're dead at this point. Look what does Mayakashi do that isn't dumped yet. True, to be fair. So this here, we're gonna target this. He's got an impromptu. Yeah, we just lose at this point. Like, there's no point in staying in this game. This guy just sad everything. Featherstorm in the end. This to trigger the other stuff. So now, do we get other stuff? I don't feel the vampire today. I played them a bit, but after those games, I really do not feel them. What do we want to play? Do we want to go to a funny Skull Servant? You could go to our... This one I should probably delete at this point. There's Suship, there's Vampire again, there's Ghost Trick. There's Mayakashi. Like, I played the Mayakashi, but I played the male version. Hey, Pendulum Effect. That's you to join me. I'm just playing a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Before ending stream. I was playing Vanguard earlier, but I wanted to do some ranking and all. I hope you're doing good. I hope your day's being well and all. I always ask people on Blue Eyes. I'm not a big Blue Eyes player. I know the meme about brick eyes and all. I never played them a lot. They can be scary though. I can't even play this deck. They can be so scary. Yeah, the brick deck. The brick eyes white dragon. Your blue eyes all day, every day, but I love that for you. Like, my deck is bricky too. I win or I brick. Well, look at this deck. This can go. Thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. That you're enjoying the stream. So look at this deck. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 higher than like 4 level monster that can be bricks. So this deck is very bricky, but I love it. It's my baby. I love my vampires. I'm gonna play them every time. But I know that they're not the best. They're probably a bit on the blue eyes tier, to be honest. So I understand the feeling. Another deck I like a lot. We could edit the... I don't like Fraulein that much because I feel my deck is built to combo off, make a lot of synchros and all. And from what I understood, like from playing the deck, Fraulein doesn't do much. She's a battle trick that almost everyone can play around. Like, it's in the battle damage step. If they got a negate, they can negate her. You cannot play her that proactive. I could probably try to add one more, but I was never convinced again about Fraulein. So this here, do you want to change anything? Can probably add another bank, to be honest. And I think I'm gonna go back to a Skull Servant build. I just love my little Scully. But yeah, I wasn't convinced about Fraulein. I played her at the start, but she never felt that great. Yeah, maybe a one-off. She could be pretty good. With a 5, I can make Chaos Ruler, or this one with the 5 and another 5. Like, I could try adding one on her. Like, I always forget. I want to try her back. Which is kind of funny because I swear my vampire deck was almost full of just one-offs for the other vamps slow. Well, I feel the ratio that works the best for me is triple familiar. Retainer I run at 2 because the thing is Retainer with familiar, the thing is if you start with it, you can normal it and link rebo it. There's no way to get out Retainer. If Retainer was a 1k attacker, it would be way better because you could like Almirage it. But you cannot. So I run only 2 Retainer because I don't want to break on them. I run this Mad Mauler. I'm not convinced. I might start cutting it out. It's pretty good, but it's like a win more card. Glow Up Balloon for the Doom King Zombie World package because I use the Zombie World with Sucker. I run triple Unizombie, triple Ghost, Mizuki, Banshee, and all the other one are one-ofs, pretty much. Like one Voivode, one Grace, one Scourge to make Beatrice with those two. I just added Fraulein. She wasn't there before. Before you said it, she wasn't there. I just added her. So yeah, I could try her a bit. You have no idea. Well, when you pointed out she wasn't there. And Change of Heart is such an amazing card. I love Change of Heart. Like, it's amazing. And other than that, there's not much else. This was for the Sprite matchup. At first, when I tried the MCS and all, I was running Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. It was so funny to see a game where Sprite start playing and then, whoops, you don't have any elf anymore. But if we remove this, we can probably add back something else. What could we add back? Is there a good synchro that we can add here? We could add Zeus, to be honest. Like, I don't like to go into Zeus that much because it turns off our zombie world and Doom King is not coming back if we Zeus. But it can be a Hail Mary if we need to. But now I kind of want to do some Skull Servant. Sheridan, which one is Sheridan? Vampire, let's see. Vampire Sheridan. Sheridan, which one is it again? Red Baron. Curse. Let's just type it more. Oh, this one, it could be probably better than Zeus, to be honest. He's the Ranxus, yeah. I don't like him as much because he's not as valuable, but it's tech option in some matchup. Like, if I can make it, I can steal a card, maybe send a card if a card cannot be destroyed or something. So it could be a good option. And usually I'm going to go into Zombie Vampire if I got the chance, but once I use Zombie Vampire is another way to use the Stolen Monster from my opponent. Yeah, that's fair. I could try it out. And next up, like, I was pulling for the Unicorn earlier. I didn't get it still. Like, I'm on, I think, 60 pull at this point on the Unicorn and didn't pull it yet. I pulled one at Lich. But I think the next thing I'm going to go for is this. Because I really want the Illusion of Chaos. It took you 30k gem together. Yeah, I think I'm going to start by buying 3 of those because I need a triple Illusion of Chaos for my Fluffle deck. So I think next up is that. I'm not going to pull for the Unicorn anymore. I'm going to be responsible. But we're going to do some duels. I might not go that long tonight because it's getting pretty late and I've got a huge day tomorrow. But we can do some duels again. And if people are in chat and want to duel, I don't have a queue open right now, but yeah, she's limited. But at this point, like, how long is it gonna take me? That's what I was doing at first. But like all my decks on hold for... Yeah, that's fair. That's what I was doing at first, but I kind of want to play my Fluffles again. Where is my Skull Servant? It's there. But yeah, if anyone wants to duel before I end stream, like, just say so in chat. I sometimes run a queue with exclamation mark join and all, but because the chat is so calm and all, I don't really need to. So I'm probably gonna go 2 or 3 ranked duels still and then end the stream if no one else joins the queue. And a small sip of water, chat. Make sure to stay hydrated. This end is something. We might be able to do something, but it's not the greatest. We're gonna start with Foolish. Please, no Ash. Okay, no Ash. So now we want to send White Baking. White Baking effect. Getting myself... I think could be good. But this card is probably better. Like, I want to get as much Skull Servant in the grave as I want. So this one. And this guy. And now I'm going to discard this one. Triggering this guy's effect. And this is not a once per turn. So I can do this a lot. So this. this. Then I summon White Princess. Use her effects, send another White Prince to the grave. And with White Prince again, we trigger again, sending another Skull Servant. I'm not gonna fire the Skull Servant in the grave yet. I'd queue up, but I'm pretty tired. Also, the current version of my pet deck is Bright Nephthys, which I'd imagine isn't quite a deck you'd want to end the night on. Oh, I don't mind, to be honest, but if you're feeling tired, make sure to rest up. I want you guys to be in top shape and all. But yeah, next time I'm gonna play, if you're interested, like, feel free to say so in chat. Oh, it's Agent. We're gonna get a lot of balls on the field. And there's no point in negating that, because it's not once per turn, so using Ash on that only makes it so they take 500 more damage. So where are they going with that? They can make a lot of rank 2. They might be Sprite Agent, to be honest. This could be bad. And I went first too. Like, in my deck is a going second OTK. So going first could be bad. So now, where are they going with 3 shiny balls? If an attack is declared involving the equipped monster, place 1 spell counter on this card. The equipped monster gains fire for each spell counter. Okay, I don't understand what this deck is doing, to be honest. Like, where is it going? Yeah, look at all those balls. They're so shiny. Don't you guys like your balls? Protector of the Agent Moon. I've never seen those cards, to be honest. If this card is Link Summon, you can send 1 Sanctuary in the sky or 1 card that mentioned it from the deck to graveyard. And if the Sanctuary in the sky is in the graveyard, so I'm gonna Ash this. I don't want them to do anything with those. And we're gonna pray that's gonna be enough. Yeah, I never seen, like, I know agents can be pretty good with the ball, but I never seen them, like, used. So I'm gonna use this now because it's gonna destroy it anyway, so sending this, reducing the attack a bit. Like, this is smaller. It's not doing much, but it's smaller. And I don't think we're dying this turn. Yeah, Agent doesn't seem to do much. So it's gaining 500. Oof, big damage. The double back row could be bad. Now that's a pretty beefy dude. Nice, Maxi. Just what I needed. So we're gonna do White Prince. Banishing this and this. Getting ourselves the king. Then we're gonna do White Baking, if White Merific. I want to get a lady on the field. He's not gonna do anything, so at least now our Skull Daddy's protected. And we probably want to, like, this is, if the equipped monster, I want to summon Snow. Use the effect. Targeting this one. It's gonna remove the equip. So we dealt with this. Now we want to do... We could do Avenged Savior to pump up our... It might be the play. I think I can kill him if I do Avenged Savior. Like, we're opening ourselves to... Oh, I can't even use Snow. Never mind. Like, I can do another king, but it's removing triple, so it's only a 3k king of the Skull Servant instead of a 6, so it's probably better to just punch here. We punch there to get rid of the agent. Do they have anything? Yeah, so this is dealt with. Now we punch here, and we're protected. Despite our penchant for coming out of the grave, Snow is, in fact, tragically not a zombie. Yeah, I always forget that those cards need zombie. Do you know that it's unaffected? Because of the lady? This guy didn't read the lady in white. I always find it funny when people just use Trap on my king. Yes, Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Well, it's gold at the start of the season, so maybe I kind of feel bad, but I'm not playing a good deck. Like, he's playing some jank. Hidden Armory. So he really wants his Sanctuary in the Sky in the grave. I don't know what he does with it. I'm a bit scared. Double-edged sword. Okay, so he wants to do big damage with this, maybe? He might kill both of us. Oh, and it's done. What was he cooking with this deck? What was that? Like, what was his deck? Let's see, let's see. Confirm deck. It was Shine Ball. All those cards, I never seen them. He did exactly what he was supposed to, yeah. He didn't even have a full extra deck, I see. He had an Entis in the extra deck. Oh, and this. Oh no. This brings back memories. This used to be so strong in the playground and all. Like, this was broken. How can you beat a 3k defense monster that just summons himself with nothing else? That was a duel. So, he's got the Kuribo. Cute little furball, but I love my ghost trick. So next up, what's coming up? Oh, we got the grass. We might be cooking here if they don't have Ash. Or it's not a sprite with carrot and all. Let's pray. What are they playing? We got Imperm though for the carrot if they have one. I always feel bad when I see kiddos out there believing in the art of the card and that one set Mirror Force they swear is going to up the guy. Yeah, sometimes when I play the game I feel bad when I face like new player. I see them and I know they're new player and all. And I just feel bad beating them with my deck. I'm like, I don't want to be here. I know I'm ruining your fun a bit, and it's not my plan and all. So we're infirming this for sure. Like, no way I'm letting you exceed over that. You already normal too. Oh wait, you can chain this. Did I not understand the effect? Or is it not a once per turn? Oh, it's not a once per turn. Never mind. I don't think he's going for a double on turn 1. He's going for an exceed. Oh, maybe he's going for double. Never mind. What is he doing? Is he gonna exceed over Utopia, maybe? Yeah, he's gonna rank up over it. I didn't know this wasn't a once per turn. This is crazy. Yeah, I didn't know this was a... Like, my plan was to prevent him from exceeding over it. But I didn't know this wasn't a once per turn. But wait. Quick effect, you can detach one material. By using this. Wait, that wasn't the effect that he used. It's a once per turn, but I guess this was another effect that was used. I just misunderstood what was happening, I guess. Well, that's my bad there. I thought that was the double effect triggering. That's a derp on my part. You can detach. Yeah, it's kind of misleading. Yeah, that's the other one, like probably one of those. Is XYZ summon. You can add one rank up. Yeah, that was this one triggering. So I should have waited. I derped there. We might be still good though. So are at least 1000 higher than yours. This card it gains 2000 attack once per turn while this card is equipped. Like, get the first card or effect on your opponent's field. That's fine. On the first trap card or effect activated. So it's only trap. It doesn't do much. You can detach one material. That's a once per turn. While this card is equipped with a ZW. Quick effect can target one effect monster, negates its effect. It doesn't do much. So we're gonna start with the Lightning Storm, trying to clear its board. They don't seem to have any protection from what I read. So is it gonna resolve? They can chain this to get another monster. But is there anything? They didn't even chain? Well, I guess we're going places then. Grass look greener. No Ash? No Ash. It's so satisfying to see the grass trigger. So white baking. Do we even want to use Gozuki at this point? Like, we can summon this, but I prefer to keep this in my hand. So we're gonna get ourselves a king. And other than that, we're gonna get ourselves... is this a once per turn? Discard's name, you can activate one of these effects. It is not. So instead of White Mare, because White Mare's not good. Oh, we discard it anyway. Or we can discard the snow at this point. So we probably want this one. We can use both of those on our turn. And use both the White Prince in the grave. Because we saw that all the Skull King were in the deck. So we do this. And now we send the snow in the grave. We summon the king. I'm curious how big it is. It's just enough. Do we just punch in? I'm not gonna BM this guy. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have anything else. I'm just gonna punch in for 8k. Yeah. Yeah, OA game. I could have summoned 2 King of the Skull Servant, return 2 monster, and get like 3 King of the Skull Servant with 7k attack. So for the last duel, I think I'm gonna go with my Fluffles. It's not the best Fluffles I can do, because it's still running the Eldritch engine instead of the Soul Servant that I don't have. But it's coming up next time. And after that, I think I'm gonna raid out. I'm gonna see who's online and all. It's gonna send you guys to another, probably either Vanguard streamer or Yu-Gi-Oh streamer. And for Fluffles, I want to go second. I really love my going second deck. A deck that I want to try soon, it might be... what's the name again? It's the one that destroys themselves. What's the name again? I'm blanking on this. No! It's... Unchained. Yeah, the Unchained monster. Yeah, that's it. Like, I want to play them. They seem fun. I know someone who plays them that could maybe teach me. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I love the dynamics and all. Oh, Magician Soul. So he's running the Illusion of Chaos engine. Might be a pure Dark Magician deck, or it might be something else, because this... Oh, it's a pure DM deck. Did you know we tested it when Toad was legal? Like, if you steal their trap card that summons and blow up everything when it's destroyed face up. If you steal it with Toad, flip it face up on your field and blow it up yourself, it destroys their field. Because it goes to the graveyard and it triggers in their graveyard, was face up on the field when it triggered, and it's just funny. So this is fine. I'm gonna wait for the fight. The virus could have been so bad, to be honest. Like, we tested it out. We weren't sure. Yeah, Eternal Soul. It's so bad. End of main phase. We're gonna go Sight. Getting the whale. Sending this and this Fluffle Dog. Getting ourselves Fright Fur Whale. Triggering the effect. I'm gonna get rid of the back row, to be honest. So this and this. If it's Eternal... Oh, I've screwed up here. I forgot I right-click. That's fine, that's fine. We can recover. Nothing's seen here. Nothing bad happened. Oh, I played too fast this game. I should have protected with Sight. And now this guy's confused. He's like, wait, why did you do that? We draw a Penguin. That's pretty good. We can do the Penguin Garden. Adding ourselves, checking for an Ash Blossom too. He seems to have it. Please Ash this. Please do. I beg of you. Please Ash. No! He's probably gonna Ash our other stuff, and now we're in trouble. If we had, it would be good if we had a whale right here. We're gonna do this, and if they Ash that, we don't have a play. Yeah, they had Ash Blossom. That's such a pain. Well, we can do Penguin and try to bait them out. Like, we summoned a penguin. If we had any other fluffles, we could do stuff here. So we penguin, we set a card and bait them to attack us. Like, let's hope it works. We can draw into a lot of good stuff, but the misplay before was so bad. The misclick on the right click, and they draw Illusion of Chaos. This could be really bad. Like, that was one of their best draw they could get. Because now they can add to their end Soul Servant. Soul Servant can add them... Oh, Magician Rod. So now they can summon the Rod, get themselves a spell or trap. They're probably gonna get Eternal Soul or the Dark Magic Circle. Yeah, I'm doing another one after this. I just played so bad. I could be in such a better position right now. So if he summons this, I think I want to droplet this. Sending this. And just that. I'm gonna take damage in the battle phase, but I don't want him to pop off. I have so many draws that does it at this point. So right here, negating this. And now can he do anything else? He's got one card in hand. Battle phase. So I'm taking 900, 1.7k, 3.7k this turn. So not half, but I'm gonna need to tap deck something. Another Patchwork would be amazing. That's pretty much my only out, I think. I don't have any Toy Vendor the Grave, so if I draw a Dolphin, I can do much. Like, I don't have anything that can get me out of this if I draw a Dolphin. If I draw a Dog, I cannot do much either. So Selene, and no, Artemis. And then what are you doing with this? Are you going somewhere? Losing to Dark Magician is so shameful, to be honest. I kind of feel ashamed of myself now. Don't watch that. Nothing happened. He's making a link tree. Black Luster Soldier. He made his board weaker. Like, to be honest, I can just tank another hit with this, probably. This could actually be good. Like, I can play with this. Your opponent's gonna target this with card effect. Also, it cannot be destroyed by opponent card effect. When this card destroys a monster by battle, you can activate one of these effects. So, if I summon Chain, I punch, I add another Chain. I'm gonna trigger this, though. He can gain attack, he can do that. If I get a fusion out, what fusion can help me? This destroys, so this is not gonna work. This targets, so this cannot be targeted. Which is a pain. Neither of those can do much. So I think I'm just setting the chain for now. And waiting for him to punch in. And next turn I can probably do something. I don't expect Dark Magician to kill me. Like, the other play would be to summon this punch, but at this point I'm giving him the Blackluster trigger. And with the Blackluster Soldier trigger, it's kind of scary. Because if he goes over 3k, my well cannot get over it. It's 3.9k, my well, that they can go over. So it's gonna be that. Good thing they made their board weaker. But if they didn't, I could clear their board this turn. If they didn't make Blackluster last turn, I could have cleared their board. So now what are they gonna draw? Another Illusion of Chaos. This guy's just good. Or did it just stack it on top of the deck? Oh yeah, I think he stacked it. So now he's getting another rod probably and doing it all over again. So stacking this on top so he knows he's gonna draw it. Summoning this. Using the effect, he's probably gonna add the Dark Magic Circle at this point, I feel. Soul Servant. So he wants to stack his top deck. Does he have something to draw? Or is he just stacking Mahad on top of his deck for next turn? Secret of Dark Magic. And our fields. Oh, he's drawing a card. Okay. So he's got the secret. Can he fusion summon with what he has? He doesn't have a dark magician. Yeah, this guy's weird, to be honest. He's gonna punch here, giving us the effect of chain. He gets this first. And then we get chain. Now it's gonna be a big bungus though to go over. It's gonna be kind of scary. We get this patchwork. Because 4.5k is kind of hard. We need double whale to punch over this. That's fine. We got a penguin at least. If he has a Nash, that's kind of scary. Fusion summon and or field. So he's gonna fusion with those maybe? Oh, we might be dead actually. Oh yeah, Dark Magician. Yeah, we're dead here. Well, GG my guy. Just enough lethal. If only I had a whale early game. Who knew that not keeping your monster could be so bad? So we're gonna go for one last one because this one didn't happen. Like, you guys didn't see anything, right? Nothing happened. And for the last game of the night, what are we gonna face? I win the coin toss, but I want to go second. And when I was in the MCS, I wanted to go first with my deck. And I won 2 coin tosses out of 8 coin tosses. That was so bad. This end is okay. We got protection against Ash on our turn. We got the Fluffle Bear for the toy vendor if we need to. But the thing is, we don't have that much Fluffles. We might need another Fluffle. True King? It's been a while since I've seen this archetype. If this card is in your hand, you can destroy 2 other cards. It's Scrap King. Oh, I remember this. I think I saw a Distant Coder video about this. It was so bricky apparently. So he's getting rid of Avramax. Sure. Can he choose? And if you do, and both destroy a monster, you can also look at your opponent. Like, sure, get rid of my links. I don't care. Like, IPs, I don't care. For it with different name. He should have removed my... Like, whale wouldn't have done much, but those 3 were the more important one. Like, remove those. Remove Chimera, remove Tiger, and remove Wolf, probably. Those were the worst thing you could have hit with this. Like, I never make Evermax. I almost never make IP, and Unicorn is just to combo with IP. Well, the thing is they're banished. Frightful Fusion takes from the graveyard, so it doesn't give material for Frightful Fusion. He's gonna draw 2, discard 1. Scared? Yeah. So yeah, like, if he wanted, probably just getting rid of the IP and Chimera and Tiger probably could have gotten rid of those. Those are my most important card. Like, Tiger is a huge clear, Chimera is a huge clear. Yeah, he left Verde. So this doesn't do much. This doesn't have another effect. So we're gonna start with... The thing is, if I do Fluffle Bear, I don't have anything else to fusion from. So I'm gonna start with Patchwork. Like, I want my Toy Vendor, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get it. He's got the Ash Blossom. That was a turn of all time, for sure it was. So we're gonna do Called By of the Ash, at least we got... Like, that's what I expected of this deck. It doesn't do anything, and it surrenders. That was a game. We can't end on this one. That wasn't really a game. Let's just look before we cue the last game. Last game for sure this time. He was running like some sort of Dino Scrap deck. What a weird deck list. Oh, sometime people. He was cooking something, but I think he left the stove on and burnt a bit. Yeah, he tried. And this is the last one for sure. One time when I was you got this the last game. Yeah, this is the last game 3. Because one of the game I lost to Dark Magician, and I was so ashamed. I queued up another game, and last game, the guy just scooped after I called by his ass. So this one, let's hope it's a good one. And Leon, I hope you're doing good. Let him cook you, and you forgot some key ingredient. Yeah, exactly. Like one time when I was in university, I had an exam in like 3 hours for like engineering math and all. And with a friend of mine in our like student room and all, we had Super Smash Bros. There that we could play, and the student could play of our cohort and all. So we were there studying, and then one of us would say, "Hey, one small game of Smash can't hurt, right? We've studied for like 20 minutes. We got this." And we went to like the student room, played Smash for like an hour because we're like, well, we can't end on this. That wasn't a good game at all. And then we went back to studying, and we went back for 20 minutes or something, and then we were like, well, a small game of Smash again? And we studied, I think, a single hour out of the 3 hours. Yeah, Crook can confirm he was there with me. But yeah, that was the time. I was taking a break from Yu-Gi-Oh! This week too. But I was playing Vanguard a bit, and I was feeling tired a bit of Vanguard, and I wanted a bit of change, and I didn't want to end the stream at 2 hours, so I switched up a bit to Yu-Gi-Oh! For the end. But yeah, that's the only Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream this week. Maybe next week we're gonna go back to Yu-Gi-Oh! But I want to start adding back roguelikes. Like, I've started liking playing at One Step for Eden a lot. You were curious about Vanguard, but were buzzy. If you want to try it anytime, like, there's the demo that's 3 fights, so you can get the hang of it a bit. The decks are pretty good in there. You can get the feel of it. And it's pretty fun. I like the game. I just need to get better at it, but I like it a lot. It's different than Yu-Gi-Oh! It's slower, there's more setup. Dex feels more back and forth, I feel. Like, that's why my Twitter thing was like, wait, this isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! You can go past turn 3 with this? So we're gonna start with a Royal Penguin Garden. They didn't have a war for some reason. How did they not end on a war? I'm so confused. Isn't like the whole point of this deck to get Sentiment Great Roar to get an Omni Negate? Every card game interests you? Yeah, I've tried some of them. I've tried Magic a bit. I just didn't have friends who played that much, and they got Maxi. I'm gonna summon a bit this turn, I feel, but at the same time, am I really gonna summon that much? Yeah, I think I called by this still. But yeah, I tried Magic at one point. I liked it, but I didn't like the land system, because with my luck, I brick a lot. So I wasn't a fan of the land system. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was always a game I loved the most. Then I tried Schwartz at one point, but I don't remember how the game plays. I tried Pokemon at one point. It was pretty fun. They had the Ash Blossom too. So they had every end trap possible. I'm not a crazy on mana system either. I tried Earthstone for a bit, like my college year were all Earthstone. I played a lot, but Earthstone is a bit too pay to win. A good card game that I liked was Release. What was the game again? Legend of Runeterra. Release version of Legend of Runeterra was so good. I feel the game power crept itself a bit. This is so bad. We drew nothing. Yeah, Legend of Runeterra is pretty solid. I just feel the game kind of was power crept. And I think we lose here. Like, we got double penguin, nothing. We can't punch over it, so we're just gonna pray it doesn't kill us. Like, he had Ash for a Toy Vendor. We should have let the Maxi go. Yeah, until Bendel City, that's what I felt. Like, I loved running my Deep deck and my Anivia deck. Even though they weren't the best, I just loved them, but Bendel City just power crept everything. Cries in Ishtal, yeah. I used to play a lot of League of Legends. Like, I play a lot less lately, but I used to play... I'd absolutely Taric deck. Yeah, Taric was pretty fun. It was a different kind of game. But yeah, I used to play a lot of League. I used to look up like Necrit's video on lores of League, so I love League a lot. Victor deck is pretty fun. Anything says create, my eyes light up. We could try and revisit Legend of Runeterra, but it's been so long. What I liked about Legend 2 was that it was pretty free-to-play friendly. Like, you could get around with a free-to-play experience pretty good at the start. I don't know how it is right now. It still is pretty good. But yeah, it's just, I've heard about the Aatrox incident. You're just bad at deck building. That's why you look up decks online. And iMango. I mean, they haven't changed their monetization system. Yeah, so it's still pretty good. Any spells that target an ally, I'm like, Tarek can use it. Yeah. This guy's probably gonna kill me this turn. Yeah, I guess you were looking. You're always looking. I know you're always there. But yeah, the monetization was... How many win and losses? I don't even know myself. I can't confirm that. No, too. Even if it says a number, I can't confirm it. Mr. Reddit has been complaining about Rise a lot, so I guess the Return players are leaning on boring actual Exodic car. Yeah, everyone was so hyped about Rise. They were like, I saw the trailer, I still look the trailer. I love to see what happens on stuff. Even if I don't play games, I just love to, like, watch them, read about them, see them. Like, League I don't play anymore that much, but I just love to hear about the new lore that's happening and all. Arcane was amazing. If you guys didn't see Arcane, why did he shuffle that? You shuffled the toy vendor here. Maybe I'm dead though, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, probably dead. Just rise up to the challenge. But yeah, Exodia decks are just kind of pain to deal with. And he can kill me there. Well, that was a game. I don't think I'm gonna do another last one though, because it's getting pretty late at this point. Like, this wasn't a good game, but, well, we got Ash every single game we did tonight. Every single game. It happens. If only we had Illusion of Chaos in this deck, this might have been better. I'm frothing at the mouth right now because we're supposed to get an Ishtal, the Enchanter, and goddamn it, Riot just released the kit already. Yeah, I know there was like some stuff happening with release champ. I think they're slowing down champ release lately and all, but they want to focus on more game mode, which I'm pretty down for because I'm so tired of playing Summoner Rift. Like, Earth is fun and all, but once you've played Earth like 10 times, it gets stale. People always I'll always pick the strong pick. The all random Earth is not really random because people just reroll, and if they don't get the champ, they just dodge and all. So there's a lot of problem. I want them to bring back Blitz. Blitz was the most fun I had in League, I think, in so long. This is the second whole Ishtali champion release since Quiana. Yeah, Nexus Blitz was great. There were fast game. There were a complement to ARAM if people didn't want to do long game and all. I did at one point some 3v3s, and they were pretty fun, but I never like got too much into the 3v3. Yeah, the only side mode, I like the single one too. Like the Star Guardian single player with triple was good. You pretty much only like Summoner Rift. I'm gonna be honest, I only play League if I have 3 or more friends to play with. I don't like to do solo League. Like, I only do League if I can be a majority of the lobbies. It prevents a lot of toxicity, and I'm not a rank player. I tried rank at the start. What happened was, I was a youngins. I played uh, I played Veigar mid, and I got trolled 3 games out of 10 by my teammates. So I was like, nope, rank is not for me. You're too bloodthirsty. Let me play my champion. Let me make people suffer. Yeah, that's fair. I also think Link is a friend-only thing for actual fun. Yeah, like it's so fun. I feel League is really fun if you have friends to play with. Like if you play alone, it's a recipe for disaster. Veigar was my first real main that I got, but now I just play everything. I showed my. If you want to see, you can probably scroll up on my Twitter feed and see my champion spreadsheet. Like there was the sort of bubble thing that they did for the champ and all, and I had like it was all over the place for me. I don't have a single champ over 120 mastery point or 150 mastery point. It's so spread out. It's mostly ARAM, yeah. Mine is pretty consolidated. Bard, Karma, Soraka, Swain, Talia. Yeah. But if you like the champ, like my most played champ is Jinx. Like I started out as a support main at first. I was big on Leona, I was big on Thresh, and all I was starting the game, so support was pretty good for me, learning the mechanics, no need to worry about CS. Then I got moved into the jungle. I played a lot of Kha'Zix, I played a lot of other champ. Then I moved around. I tried top, I tried mid, but one of my friend was main mid, so usually it was him who got it. I played a bit of ADC at one point, that's where I mained Jinx a lot. And I just switched, every season I would switch role that I would main. And now I'm just a Fail main. When I do games with friends, I just pick Fail and let the fate let fate choose my role. But on that note, I think it's getting pretty late. Hey man. Sadly, I'm ending right now. Sorry about that. Like, I was talking a bit about League and all. I was supposed to not play Yu-Gi-Oh today, but it was itching me. I can't really drop Yu-Gi-Oh completely. The reason I don't like playing roles outside of sport is because I'm used to Sightstone privilege. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna find someone to raid. There's Mina that's playing. There's Mini. There's here. We never got to raid Zeke. I know it's a friend of Riri. Oh, there's Mythic that's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I'm gonna send you guys to Mythic. She's pretty cool. She made the. I want to show you guys the picture. Like if I go image, yeah, I'm gonna raid Mythic. Like I'm gonna just show you guys this, and then I go into my picture file. I'm gonna go into here, assets, no, streaming art. I want to show you guys this art. It's amazing. Like this art was made by Mythic. I didn't ask for it. She just came out one day and was like, "Hey, I made an art of Mad," and I'm like, "Oh, I cherish this art so much. It's the first art I ever gotten, and it's so good. I love it so much." So I hope you give her a lot of love. She's amazing. If anyone's interested, I got a Discord where we just speak. We might do community night once the Discord picks up a bit. So maybe watch a movie or do Yu-Gi-Oh night or something. So if you want to join the Discord, feel free to do so. It's chill. We just say good morning to each other each time. And on that note, I'm gonna raid out. Here's the raid message for the sub, and here's raid 3 for the non-sub. On Sunday, I'm gonna try to have tits working so you guys can throw stuff at me and maybe mix it up if I can. Once those two are done, because I want to set those two first, I'm gonna get the audio delay because I didn't set any audio delay, and I'm pretty sure the PC audio is delayed with my mic. So I'm gonna set this up because I want to do the karaoke stream. So I'm gonna need to do the delay and then set up the reverb, and then we're gonna be ready to do the promised karaoke stream that I promised you guys. So on that note, I should probably start the raid at this point. So do this, raid, Mythic's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Too, so you're not gonna be too confused. Right here. She's a cute little plant. She started a bit at the same time as me, a bit earlier, so we're kind of same gen, I would say. So give her some love. I love you guys, and I hope to see you guys next time. Next stream is gonna be on Sunday at 1 p.m. EST. Thank you, Leon, for the raid message. If anyone wants to use that, they can. It's so funny. But yeah, I'm gonna be back on Sunday at 1 p.m. EST for some RPG with The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. It's been a while since we played. I couldn't like grind like I wanted to because I realized I didn't do the story bits, and I can't load the game without doing the story bits, and I want to do the story bits on the stream. So I cannot grind in between the streams now. So next time we're gonna try and not end on a story bit, so I can grind a bit in between stream and we don't have grinds on stream. But next time we might do a bit of grind to catch every character to level and all, and then we're gonna continue the story. I think we're on chapter 6 or maybe 7, so we're getting close to the end. I looked around before streaming the game to see how many chapter there was, and I think there's like 9 or 10. So we're getting closer, and once we're done, I don't know if the Trails in the Sky is gonna be up, not the Trails, the Mega Man is gonna be up, but we're gonna see what we do for RPG night. So on that note, see you guys later. Bye-bye!